Hi everyone, we are live. And this is say hi to Paul Swain, my friend from Oregon? Washington? I'm sorry. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, and we are gonna watch this duel. So Geert Van der Stricht versus Michel Lamote. Oh wait, and I need to fix something. Yeah, close this. Yes. Okay, perfect. I started hearing myself. And the players are ready already. We can see Michel in the top right corner. And probably Geert is leaning back a bit. And this will be match 4 out of a total of 6. So, and right now I can show you the standings. Not that easy to see, but Michel is leading by 3.5 to 2.5. Not so common in UBC, where basically in match 3 they had the same exact PR, and that's why now there you have this half point. And there seem to be looking for still discussing something. I don't know exactly what, but yeah. And thanks for joining, Paul. Are you excited? Yeah. Yeah. I know that Geert is also now started submitting to BMAP, so he is trying to become Belgium's second Grandmaster, and this match will also count for his BMAP profile, so it will be exciting from that point of view as well. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was his profile now is 4.5 something, but yeah, recently he was way better than that. So yeah. Let's see. They're still cleaning glasses apparently. I need to change this. Yes, this yes. Okay, the tiny alignment issues. Okay, looks good. So, and Paul van Dijken is playing the other semifinal. He's trailing now against Mark van Damme, and Paul van Dijken is now the transcriber. You can see him with a blue sweater, kind of somewhere in the background. He will be doing the transcription. And also say hi to Frat Tekil, who is doing the technical stuff. And he's asking, okay, yeah, now there, and it's a go. Apparently 2-1 to someone. I'm always bad at this. Okay, Geert will probably slot. He does. 6-4 is probably the worst reply or the best reply to onslaught. Yeah. Okay. At least he comes in with both. 4-2. Okay, that's an easy one too. And there's probably some technical stuff. Ah, yeah. I get a little. Yeah. That the pips are slightly off. Okay. Yeah. And okay. Yeah. 3-2 came in, and which anchor? I mean, looks like the 20. Yeah, you can hit. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, it's called Kirin point or something. Yeah. Yeah, let me look at. I will open the chat. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, our names are swapped. I just saw it, so like I'm on the right, I'm Csaba, and Paul is on the left. This will be perfect. Yeah. I wonder if I can flip this. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Some what's going on? 13-8. Ah, yeah. And as usual, if you don't know what to do with an ace in the opening, you just slot. Apparently too early to give up the 24. Yeah. 6-3. Okay, the 3 is easy. Do you jump out from the 24 or do you slot? Ah, yeah, you slot. Yeah, slot some more. So you're playing against one back checker, so you're trying to be bold and try to contain it until you can. Okay, 3-2 is a miss, and he's just trying to not leave anything. Yeah, doesn't cover, but it's almost as good, I guess, or maybe better. 4-3, you run. Yeah. Just close your eyes. Even if you get hit, it costs Michel it costs Geert the midpoint. Double deuce, okay. Um, you want to go from just jump out in the outfield completely. Yeah, it looks a little funny. XG's move. Because I wouldn't want to leave my back checker stranded on the 24 like that. Uh, yeah. I like the second play, which is, yeah, the 18 point is attractive, and then you don't need the midpoint anymore. Something. So the first error, but we both like the move, so. Geert is. Yeah, connectivity is always something we're trying to have, but you can't always have it. 5-2. Just. Nope. Oh, this was an error apparently. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. 2013, that's a tough one I think to find, but it's some kind of ace duplication as well, I guess. Yeah. Oh, apparently your mic, yeah, the viewers can't hear you, so I think it's some kind of a error on my side. Let me try again. Um, yeah, I'm trying. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm working on it. Let me see. should have worked, but I guess it's not always that easy. Try to I'm gonna hide ourselves for a moment and try to add back the source. Okay, let's see. Strange. Somehow.
May not be the last one that has to go to the ace. All right, great.
Yeah, okay, now it should be, yeah. And okay, now we have to talk a lot so people can say if they can hear us, and then it should be there. Okay.
Michel forced to clear his 6 point.
Oh, yikes! It looks away
Practically
from
forced.
then. That's
it's deteriorated since you've been away. But that position was almost always going to lead to something like this. Hmm. Coming
Needs
off
to
the
keep his foot
rearmost
on the middle.
anchor. Yeah, despite the race and everything else, I think Black still has a really strong game here. I'm
Yeah,
not
this is
sure I
the
would
kind
have
of
come
time.
off of that 22-point anchor though. You open yourself up to more pick and pass opportunities for white, and you could have kept it. Oh, okay, here you go. Here's your double shot. And
Just
he hits
about.
it. And assuming white doesn't roll a 3, this will probably be. Oh, and he
Yes, he
does!
does. It's forced. No, yeah.
Of course. 4-1. Oh, what a fan. So now, I kind of think, do you
It's just
just
too good
keep
now.
going? Because you
Not.
pick up some more checkers, maybe.
Yeah. Now we see the answer. It's like not quite too good, but I
Yeah,
have no
I
idea.
think I think I would have cubed there. If he had a stronger board, it would make sense to play on, but it's so easy for him to come in, and once he
Yeah.
does, he's got contact on your straggler that's still coming around.
Yeah, four checkers to get around it, to avoid. So yeah, but I mean, I can see that I could imagine a position that's very similar to this that's too good by 100 or something. So
Your opponent still has such a strong board too
yeah,
that you'll be facing a recube if you get hit again, but you're okay with that.
yeah, it's very interesting. So black still wins 26%, but yeah, just loses 54% gammon. Like it's insane. Yeah.
There's so many wins for black here.
Yeah.
It's it really is just don't get hit. You enter, which you're a great favorite to do, and then you'll have two or three checkers or more pointed at your opponent's blot, and you
Yeah.
can completely turn it around. Very volatile sequence coming up. Michel does cube.
Yeah. And I think the gammons are a strong reason to drop this.
Yes,
But yeah, I mean it's a
absolutely.
very tactical position. So
One
these are
sevens nines put another checker on the roof. I think Harris is probably happy to let that one go. Disappointing for sure after waiting that long, getting the shot, and then the opponent entering and hitting immediately. The fan with the 1-4. My blood pressure would be a little bit up.
yeah. It kind of looks like a take is if you forget that you have a checker on the bar, because that
That's
will
right.
reduce your hits a lot. 4-3. Trailing, you play two down, even at 0-0, I think.
That's true. Got a lot of scores.
6-5. This is
Five,
a
six
funny
will
one
make
that
a
you make the
point.
4 point.
Yeah.
It looks like you're wasting all those builders, but it's just a better point, so you just make it.
4-1. White going to be playing a priming game.
So
They both
it's
might be 2-1 for black. Probably going to
yeah. You don't want to.
step up to the edge.
He doesn't want to strip the mid, I guess. Yeah, would be weird. And also the small split is not that good. Apparently, XG preferred slightly to do like the double split, like step up with both. It's
XG does like that,
yeah.
stepping up with both a little bit as opposed to getting the edge. But
Well,
it seems a little awkward to me.
if I roll 4-3 or something, I like it, but with 2-1, it doesn't seem that natural. 3-1, you're not gonna break your prime to hit off the edge. 2-1, yeah, now you hit for. I know he wants to hit.
No, no, you'll make your anchor
Yeah, make
here.
anchor. Yeah.
That's why we steps up.
Yep.
Happy to do it. I mean, we'd love to hit ideally, and the ace makes an attractive candidate. Oh, 4-5. This is going to play pretty naturally. Make his own anchor, and then come down to the 8 point. And just get a regular old holding game. 6-1.
And now we have this famously boring.
They can
So
turn exciting though.
it could get exciting. Yeah.
For example, roll a few more of these.
Yep.
I think you'll probably just play it down and then play past the anchor. Yeah, you don't need to go deep and make the 2 point here. Oh, double six. Exactly what you're looking for.
Wow. Okay. I know it might get pretty boring soon, but 6-3. But
You'll leave the mid here. You'll probably play to the 2 and
and then you have your 14
make the
pips down, so it's
3.
just a take. Then I would guess it's still a cube, but we'll see.
I think it's going to be a double and a take.
Yeah. So the reference would be a 20 pips down. You're supposed to pass probably if the bar point is made or something like that.
That bar point being made is so important
Yeah.
here.
Makes
You can
more
take
likely
much
spots.
deeper if it's not. And you're down in the race, but it's not an insurmountable. You have race chances, you have some contact. Solid double, solid take.
Yeah, this always looks a bit funny when you're kind of primed in on the 20 point, but so usually that prime will evaporate before it gets interesting, but it still blocks like double four or something.
It does block some of your bigger numbers. Yeah, that's a good point. The players not having the benefit of XG don't get the instant pip count the way we do. So, of course, they're going to be counting and making sure they have the math right.
Okay, that's a 63
Hmm,
points. Okay, that's too bad.
interesting.
But
You know, you'd think usually you can't be too far wrong. It's not an especially volatile position, but he is a little bit stripped outside, so I think enough volatility to send it there. Usually you wouldn't get punished for that many millipoints, but
and now the race is a bit worse, so it's a smaller double, but still a double. But yeah, this is always a bit dangerous.
I think if you didn't send it before, you're probably not sending it on that one.
Yeah,
You should, but
yeah, but
here I think we'll just play inside our home board.
you can make the
No
ace or
reason to
something.
take away our landing spots. You could make the ace, or you could play 6 to 3, 4 to 2.
Yeah,
That's probably what I would do.
there everyone's right
A
here.
lot of good options. Yeah,
Even breaking
anything
the
that
nine. Yeah.
doesn't remove one of the blocking points, I think.
No, the even breaking the nine was fine apparently.
Oh,
XG just says like, okay, you got a bunch of builders, so it's a good trade. Uh, okay.
XG is also thinking there could be a cube coming, but we know there may not be.
Yeah, it can be a little irritating with XG is that it always just doubles your errors if you're very close in this doubling window
That's right.
for everyone involved. So okay, now it's not a double; it's 10 pips now. Yeah. Mm. And sometimes you can cube
Not
the
horrible
ace.
to offer it here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
sometimes you can cube
your
the
opponent's not
something.
going to pass, but
Yeah. You can cube the ones where white starts to crunch a bit, even at like an even-ish race, but it's not really the case at all yet. So
no.
yeah, Michel still has like I don't know 4 rolls to roll something big.
Break the 8 point, remake the 4 point. Michelle catching up in the race, which he's happy to do.
Yeah. At some point he will start wishing he rolls smaller numbers, but because he will start
Yeah,
crunching
he'll
too.
get stranded back there on the anchor potentially, but he's got a shot here, some indirect shots if indeed Barrett plays from the midpoint, which I think I would do. You could play safely, but by clearing the 7 point, but then you're just kicking the can down the road. You're going to have that problem, maybe a slightly bigger problem. Your
Yeah.
next roll, better to pay now. Because then you
This
not
is
only have
very
the problem of clearing the midpoint, but you'll have the problem of clearing the 9 point.
yeah no, but this yeah we all know like 6 points contact 6 away is very strong, but the contact 4 away is like not a joke anymore. Like it starts to be awkward. So
Especially when you don't have any or many
yeah.
spare safe sixes to play. He finds the right play. 4-1. Michelle will just wait for another opportunity or wait to run off of his anchor and play the racing game.
Yeah, actually starting to look at this stuff like now it's basically a borderline cube but 7 pips just because it's similar to a race at some point, right? So
Now you mentioned white crunching potentially, and it's similar to a race, and the race equity white has you won't always be able to use efficiently
Mm.
because he'll be stuck on that anchor or crunching his home board or both.
Yeah, or just imagine some position with, I don't know, 3 or 4 builders pointing, like threatening to point on the 5 point, and you're kind of down on the race. You're just gonna lose your market that way, like, or you're gonna pass as white. So
And he can't play completely safe here. He's going to have to leave the indirect on that plot. I think it makes sense to leave the landing spot, but you could think about clearing the 9. It's not just a landing spot, it's a blocking point too, which
mm.
you like to have when the race is close, as it is. 2-1 for white. Nothing fancy. Leaving himself the 6, of course. He doesn't want to be forced off with the 6. Be happy to leave with 1, but he wants to do it on his own terms.
Okay, now it's
6-4.
maybe game over or so. We'll see. You need to roll
I
something
don't
big.
know. What's the race? Mm-hmm.
Well, the race will be okay, but now you're gonna crunch our. Yeah, I mean you're not leaving, are you? It doesn't matter what you do. Yeah, okay.
Don't think you'll be. You still want to, even if you think you'll be passing, you still want to make the best play
Yeah.
in case you don't get cubed. And I think I'd be crunching here.
I was just thinking if I leave, it's a pass. So I, I'm not. I won't leave. It's a pass anyway. So
We'll see though. Here's been a little reluctant to cube so far, so maybe Michel's thinking he can get away with another roll here.
I think you cube that regardless of the race, because you can just like
Absolutely.
immediately annihilate him. But yeah, I mean, if you do this, yeah, it's also just. I mean, or wait, are there any bad numbers? I can't see any. A double four or what? Yeah, okay, but it's,
Yes. Hmm.
double
There
four is
are
also a pretty big swing roll. It's just,
numbers that become make it less comfortable for next time, but I don't think there are many bad numbers immediately.
it's just awkward. Like you think for like 2 minutes for a move, and then you just you only stopped. Oh, it's take, take. Oh, I don't know. It looked like a fairly big pass
Takes
to
it.
me, but
So 4-5. He's not going to want to let him escape. He can
no,
hit,
apparently
and
it
he
was.
should, I think,
Uh,
and then make the ace point.
it was
Would
completely
be my
borderline. Apparently,
inclination.
only 2 millipoints. Oh, I would have
Oh,
passed it.
I don't think I would be giving him the room to run here if I were Harriet. I think I'd be attacking and making the ace point, but see that he
Uh,
didn't make an error there, so
but I mean, you're
he's
up
got a
like 18
better.
pips after, so
That's true. I wasn't looking at the pip count. Probably should be. Gonna stay back for the contact to make the ace and play behind.
you can roll something big. Is that big? Mm. I guess you have to stay because the race is so bad, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Nah, I'm like
You're
losing
hurting your
market.
own racing equity though by playing so
Yeah.
deep. You know.
But you're also
That is a
hurting
big.
Geert's racing equity because some fives
And
only.
he does have awkward numbers now, of course.
But this is the kind of
5-1, 6-1, 6-2,
I mean, 5-2 is awkward if you
6-4.
stay. Otherwise, it's yeah
5-2 is awkward for sure.
5-4.
I think it might be enough awkward numbers to stick around.
Yeah. Just always this can
It
be like a
is
red
it
flag
is
of sorry.
it looks like it's exactly even
Yep.
or almost exactly even between the two. So I think it's a good sign for Michel that he's taking time on these
Yeah.
that are very close. I mean, some people might think that means you're wasting time, but I think that means he's pretty locked in. He's seeing it clearly if he knows that there's a close decision between the two options. Right, now we'll just race.
And some people would have thought, well, the 6-4 would have left a shot, but it's not it's not great to think that.
Yeah, you can't know.
It's too late for that.
The butterfly effect, there might have been little perturbations in
Yes.
the universe that might have happened had you stayed. Dice would have
Yeah.
rolled just a little bit differently with a little more weight on that side of the board. You never know.
Yeah, but
Can't think about it that way.
on some websites you actually know that yeah that the random numbers are already generated, but yeah, it's still not interesting because it's yeah.
Are we going to get into determinism here on the Backgammon stream? I
Yes.
mean, maybe all of them are determined already. We're all just playing our parts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's counting the doublets. I doesn't don't think like uh,
There's not much that works for him, and he wants to do what he can.
it's not
Double
enough, I
six
think.
there, but still not going to be enough. But I always find it's
Fold.
easier to roll than to count, so
Yep.
I'll usually go until it's just obvious to anybody, including me.
Hi to the backgammon lawyer. I believe that is Inga.
I thought I was the backgammon lawyer, but
Oh.
happy to see there's more than one.
6-3. Okay. So 2-1, not like crazy. 508, 608, not like crazy adjustments.
Yep.
But
Mostly play like a normal score.
sometimes you can take a tiny bit more if the 508 player cubes you, but
Sure.
it's also easy to overdo it.
So he's got the 3-1 to play, but he was on the bar, so the 3
Oh yeah.
or the 1 has to come in.
Yeah, a point is a point.
Point is a point. And your opponent is not so he's not threatening to immediately prime you or something with his
Yeah.
just his bar point made. So maybe you feel comfortable staying back on the 24 with both.
Just split them down.
It's gonna be natural. You could also slot and down.
Oh yeah, but you know. It's probably kind of close.
Mm-hmm. And an instant prime when he doesn't hit you, but he does. But he has no board yet. You'll have an easier time making the anchor coming off the bar. So I think it's often a risk worth taking. Double twos. Ought to do something good. I think I might use the last one to just further split off my 24 point there. Give me more numbers that'll. I can't see something on my side of the board that'll do anything better.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me.
Just come down.
Nothing looks great here. Yeah, I think probably we could also hit two. That might be the best thing to
Unstacks
do.
a
I
bit,
mean,
yeah.
it unstacks a little bit. Don't have something that looks attractive otherwise. But
Ah, no, wait, it was yeah,
he'd
he
already
went.
played he'd already played one of the numbers. So a world where you can play one of them twice. I think I'd go with the play I recommend.
Yeah.
But, since we're playing normal backgammon rules, I like what he did.
Okay, so that was a small mistake.
4-2 hits.
Double
Double
five,
five a
double nine.
point.
Calm down
And
maybe.
then with the last one, or maybe come out to the 18.
I would calm down. Let's see.
I think coming down looks good because otherwise you're just going to get hit back almost immediately
Ah,
whenever
no,
he
it was better
enters.
to, yeah, it was better to go to the 18. Was 23.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do something good with it. 3-1. Mm. That's one option. And one he'll go with. 4-2.
Oh, not a great roll.
He's been no, and he's
Ah,
been
you just
wanting to
make the
save you
9
that
or
a lot.
better
Yeah,
than
I'm
maybe?
not sure.
Yeah, that's close apparently.
Hmm. If you're leaving a shot anyway, which you would be, making the 9 or making the 11, might as well make the 4 point. You leave a shot and
Hmm.
you get something for it.
Well, I was
Get some
thinking it's
structure.
you're getting a blocking point if you're making
That's
the
true.
net. Yeah.
But how long will you get to keep it? You don't have much flexibility out there in your outfield. 6-4 hits and then comes down, presumably. 5-3 fans.
You have 3 checkers back, so but things can really go well.
Mm, that's not an easy one. I might do it here.
Yeah, how
Six
broad
one,
can it be?
six
Yeah, it's
two,
a
double
pass
ones,
already. And
double twos, market losers.
I wouldn't have passed, I think, but
It
yeah,
won't be too tough to get your other checkers around, at least
yeah,
as they're currently configured. And, the blitz potential here is pretty big. And things like 5-4, 4-3 make inner board points, blitzing points.
double, yeah,
There's the
two
cube.
one, yeah, a bunch of them. 6-2, 6-1. Yeah, okay. There's so it's it was
Double
kind of
ones,
easy to
double
see.
twos, 6-2, 6-1. Double sixes makes the 4 point here. I mean, there's more than you think once you start counting them
Yeah,
up. But I think it might be tough for him to find the pass.
yeah. I kind of feel like it was a easy cube to ship and not so easy for the other side.
You can't blunder either way. It's a 45 millipoint error to take according to XG, but that's in a position like this, it's difficult to have that refined a sense of it. But he does pass.
Nice
Well
pass.
done.
Yeah, you even had like an inner board point made thanks to the 4-2, and still it's like a
Mm-hmm.
2 point board versus 3 point board. It's not that big of a difference, but yeah, it's a good pass. Yeah. Geert was trying to get the opening.
Yeah, sometimes you're so used to going first for a while, you assume that it's your it's your role.
And so it's a 5 point match. You're supposed to have 10 minutes there, and they have about three and a half for Geert, 5 minutes to Michel. So this is
Yeah, they've had some tough
very
decisions, and here, especially in that first game, first or second game, had some that took a while to think through. So
and yeah. Do you slot or do you
it'll
just
be
do a
interesting
block
to
move?
see if the. I think I would slot, but
I would have brought probably all three down like him, but we will see if it's correct. It's at least it's tied for correct. It's a black move, but
mhm.
huh.
Not
I mean
yet. I
it's very
don't think.
overextended, but it's yeah, it's still a 4 point board. It's like quite a nice position in a way.
4 point board, and you need to both safety a blot and try to make a point. Which
Yeah.
hard to do that at the same time without doubles.
How do you get out of this? Uh,
Ooh, that is an excellent question.
okay, yeah, I was thinking. So apparently you're supposed to leave that blot there. It's not.
I think that makes sense. A lot of times it's right to leave the blunt on the 8 point
Yeah.
because they'll have to break their anchor to hit. And when their board isn't especially strong, you'll get a lot of returns from your midpoint five, sixes.
And I think you really
So,
want to play
and with
23-20
your
now.
strong board, you'd be happy if he hit. But
So the
very
for
nice
20
play
you
here if
need
he
it
makes it.
because you don't want to get stuck, let's say, on the 23 or something.
Yeah, you can't afford to have more points made in front of you. You got to do something. Plus, you have the nice strong board. You feel a little bit safer
Yeah,
doing it now. If not now, when?
yeah. So he's thinking of cubing, but yeah, it's a
Thinking about
4 point
the
board as mentioned before.
three two, excellent roll. I think that cube will be coming
Yeah,
soon-ish. It
now
depends
yes.
on the response, but
Huh. Uh, it's like you have to think, what can I take, right?
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's but the thing is that so the 18 point is always vulnerable to bunch of counterplay. So sometimes you can take stuff.
Hmm.
This
Use
makes
the
it
23
23.
point
Just
anchor.
you have 13 in the zone,
Get
so you kind of need an anchor. Yeah, and it's just a giant take. Wow. Yeah. Just the 18 point is
it's going to be
so
awkward for white to make the rest of these points because you're going to be,
yeah.
breaking points to make the four and the three, and he's
Mhm.
still going to have to try to get around from the 18 point
And this
without
is also a
leaving good shots.
good illustration of why you made the 23 point. Like 5-4 would have made the 4 point now,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's just a direct shot that you're not gonna leave. So now Misha just needs to close his eyes and hope that he brings the other checker home somehow. The double falcon-ish play is apparently right, so and he finds it.
I like that play.
Yeah,
He's playing really, really well. They're both playing well, but of course.
this must be a cube. This big source of counterplay just disappeared more or less. There's gonna be some fly shots probably, but gaps in front of your anchor. So
5-2. Gets rid of the immediate contact.
oh, that's extravagant, kind of. But I guess this is kind of this fake six prime, but I don't know. Yeah.
I don't blame him for thinking about it. I might be a little bit worried about getting counter primed.
Okay, let's see. Still need to fill in all those gaps.
Well, that'll fill in uh, at least one of them and probably both of them
Probably
here.
just go for it. 6-1. What are the odds of that? 6-1 and 6-3. Yeah.
no one, no one ever rolls six
Yeah.
one or 6-3.
And apparently this is Yeah, almost a blunder.
Yeah, XG prefers playing safe, play into the ace.
Respect the 5-point board.
Don't I think that might be a little too inflexible.
The good thing about
Okay.
this move is like if you get away with it, the game is pretty much over.
Yes, everything's going to be a lot easier after that.
Yeah, but the 4 shots was a bit too many shots apparently.
No shots. Yeah, no reason to leave more, I don't think. And play sixes, fives, fours. Okay, beautiful. For shot. That's a nice roll just to bring two in, I think. Give you some additional flexibility with those high points.
Trying to get rid of the 7-point as soon as possible. Yeah, this is apparently better, more flexibility.
Finds the right play there. Very impressive. Ooh, 6-5. I think you have to stay here. I mean, I can
Yeah.
see why you might be tempted to run and try to get away with it, but you're going to have fives, fours, threes, and ones aiming at you, and I still don't think you're up in the race. So,
We're just gonna get 2 checkers closed out. That's how you lose a gammon. You have to leave.
well,
Wow.
you'd get one closed out because one would be gone and around
Ah,
to
it's
the other
true.
side of the
Yeah, yeah,
board.
yeah. No, yeah.
But that would still, if he does get closed out,
Mm,
I would still leave
okay, so it's
about
it's
ten
it
percent.
just breaks even basically. But that's the human move, I think. Yeah, and they have to start looking at the clock, I think. Because it's 1.5 now for Geert.
Wow, 252 for Michel.
52 for Michel. So it's gonna become more exciting, probably the the commentary.
Ooh, double five. Now he's going to think about whether he wants to leave with both, and I think he probably will.
Yeah, the contact value is not that great anyway, I think.
No, hardly any, and you'll have so many checkers ready to point on you. So get to racing. 1, 4-1 will bring two down.
Okay. So some tiny winning chances. I wouldn't bet my house on it.
No, I mean I haven't seen your house, but I probably wouldn't bet your house either.
6-2. Okay.
Parent will just be hoping for some big doubles. He gets the opposite of that.
I mean, in principle, you can be done in 2 rolls.
These are the kind of things I tell myself when I'm
When you
behind.
take a cue.
In theory.
Yeah, not super
Michel
exciting
rolls are
here.
leaving the door open a little bit though. He's not setting the world on fire with him. There's a nice two off.
Above average.
Mm.
Oh,
Ho, 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 ho. Gonna have a recube coming here unless Michel rolls very well.
Recube is pretty normal here. Sorry, a slightly higher take point. And And then yeah, oh wow, okay, wow, that's a pretty big cube.
I mean, you have to do it because if you don't roll a one, you're
Yeah,
off. But then you have to take it because if he does roll a one, which he's gonna do quite a lot, and
yeah. These Barak
you're
cubes are super sharp sometimes. Like yeah,
it takes a
there
few
it
seconds.
is.
But I think he knew he has to offer it. I think Michel's gonna know he has to take it.
It's an easy take. I mean the recube should be like 26 or something percent, I think. Yeah. That's
Oh,
an ace. No.
oh, oh, oh. Well, this might help with the timing issues
Ah,
we
he's
were
gonna
talking
recube,
about
but
because.
that gives the decision for
Uh,
Geert. So I don't know if it's a good idea.
ah, that's right. In this format, maybe you don't want to offer the decision. Then again, you also give him a chance to make an enormous blunder if he
Yeah,
accidentally picks the
yeah.
cube up and puts it in his corner. So,
We have no misclicks here, but
you know.
yeah, yeah. That's
Be a manual
okay.
misclick.
And this is kind of DMP stuff. Only backgammons are interesting, not gammons. Okay,
Yeah.
need to change the pips. Sorry, I was a little.
5-1. Makes sense there on the 5. 3-2 will hit. Double fives will come back around and hit again. He says,
Wow.
hello. I was just here. You took my spot. I'm not sure why he thinks he's got a fifth 5 to play, but there
Yeah,
are a
that's
lot of 5s he's looking at, so, you know.
and then he says like, okay, I'm not gonna do. Yeah, he was looking probably some at some other move that doesn't involve hitting,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
but yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it's also one of the flashiest move you can play. Bar to 5. Just put
Oh,
your chips on the
it's
5.
so satisfying.
Yes.
You can make the 3 and stay
Well,
safe. I don't see anything much.
like
Well,
that. Yeah.
you can make your 5 point and then hit, or make your 5 point and hit like that. Which is not right, but it's not as wrong as I thought it was.
5 point is the 5 point.
5 point is the 5 point.
I would have said a point is a
All
point and just make the 3.
right.
Oh, you need to slot something.
2-6. I think you'll slot the bar here. If you're gonna leave a blot, just leave one. Be a nice
Yeah, it's true.
blocking point if you can make it. And sometimes you don't get a hit, but this is not one of those times. Probably. Oh, he'll hit and continue. I might have thought about hitting, bringing it to the 4. Another 2-6.
Another
Awkward, awkward.
6.
Here, I think you might just play to the 2.
Yeah, at least you can count the shots.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you probably played that with an ace. Yeah. Nothing special.
I think you might
Super
want to
sharp.
step up and cover the 2 here. Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
have to if you want to win this game, you can't stay back there on the deuce point.
yeah. Good
And
spot.
attacking seems attractive at first, but then you think, all right, I still have to get those guys around though. You know, when you're blitzing, mobility is a big issue. You also have the hit potentially out there in the outfield, but I don't think he's looking seriously at that one, which I don't blame him.
So it's the second best play, but
5-4.
not green yet. Just
Hmm.
hit, just go after.
Interesting. I might have made the 5 point there.
Ah, yeah.
Another 5-4. But Michel is seeing things really clearly right now, so
You can jump out. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a hard time disagreeing with him. You can, or you might slot the 5. I mean,
That's
why
fine.
not,
Just
right?
deuce and yeah.
There's the deuce. He's got the blot on the ace. You want to play purely. You're not worried about getting gammon because
Yeah.
it's Crawford and your opponent's odd away.
Okay, it
He
was
jumps out though.
correct.
All right.
In a PR-based competition, when you have 30 seconds, you might be thinking that like you have mixed feelings about turning the game around now because yeah, it could hurt you.
And I think that might. I mean, probably these guys are just trying to play the best move no matter what. But it
Yeah.
it might bear a little bit on if you're between two moves, one that gives you sequences after that that you feel comfortable with, that you'll know how to play, might be more attractive than just
Yeah.
you know breaking it wide open with something seemingly a little bit wild.
Paying now
4-5
probably.
come out. Yeah.
4-1.
Mhm.
It's still a deuce point game. I mean, it still has.
18th. I tell you what, you don't want in a PR based competition is a resign error. So you
Yeah.
absolutely have to move those checkers quickly. Try not to roll any sets if you can help it.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, double things like double ones will kill you.
Yeah. A few rolls ago, you would have loved to make the anchor there, but now you probably want to be on the deuce for a while.
He gets back. So with a 2-6,
Just hit.
I think I might. Why not?
Let's go for it. It's called blitz to escape. It's very important.
There's the expression, the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah.
That applies here too. Only as far as it goes, though. So he has to come in with a 2 and then decide on the 1.
It can't be too bad, I guess. Oh, it was pretty unlucky, but
5-2 will hit. Come in with the 4, which he's
nice
happy to
double
do.
shot.
Switch over to the. Oh yeah, now he's got a nice game going.
Yeah. Just too bad that
Mhm.
he made the deuce, I guess. Now you can make. Now you
You
make the
make the
five.
5 point, which he'll do,
Yeah.
and then look to escape probably from the 4.
Yeah.
These kinds of decisions are ones that he can't spend a lot of time on. He'd like to.
The six looks interesting, but yeah.
Going to be clearing his time clock in a second. I think clearing the 6 looks pretty good there. Gives you more flexibility. You need to
Apparently
clear
you
these
had to
points
leave.
anyway.
Yeah, you had to leave a double shot on the eight, apparently, but who can figure these
Oof.
things out? I would have
Definitely
loved.
can't figure it out in that kind of time pressure.
No.
5-4 just brings you in. Oh wow, yeah. Why not? Oh, he's gonna have to leave a shot here. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. Better to leave a double shot than a triple shot. Assume you're probably
And that's a
not
miss.
gonna. It
Yikes.
is a miss. It is a miss.
It's still some contact value. Six,
There.
6 and 4 of 1.
Oh, oh, he's got plenty of contact value. I don't think that's going to be the last shot he'll get.
So
Just deciding
apparently
where he
this
wants
is
his checkers to be when he
wrong.
gets that additional shot.
You had to leave with one and just
5,
just leave the
6.
other one there. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And now it's
Another
endgame.
another another hitter.
Quadruple shot? And he does not
Oh,
miss.
yeah. And he does not miss.
So this could turn around the match,
Three.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Geert has no checkers off, so could not begin bear off, and now he even dances. And now
Picks up the second checker. But Hirt also doesn't have to use any clock. So far, it looks like Michel has the clear lead in the PR.
yes, this could be then a 4.5, 2.5 if he wins this. And you need 6.5 to win, kind of. So
Going into this match, they were three and a half,
I
two and
think
a
it
half.
was yeah Michel leading. Just
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to know this. Yeah. So
He's going to be able to make any giant blunders, so I imagine the PR, the relative PR difference will stand.
yeah. So Michel was leading 3.5, 2.5, and the PRs were very close. So 3.0 for Geert, 2.94 for Michel. But well,
3.0 and 2.0. Wow.
yeah. But in any case, so in this case, the funny thing is the overall PR does not matter anymore because you have this half a point. So the
That's
PR
right.
only matters.
No
Yeah,
way, no way to tie.
yeah. Well, I guess they can tie again, but it's pretty rare. So
That's true.
yeah.
Michel just making sure his big doubles play well.
Double six is a lot.
I was thinking about just pre-clearing, but I think I'd probably
Yeah.
just bring it in if I were him.
I think double six was going to leave a shot anyway. Or,
4-2. I'll take one off.
yeah.
Play 5-3. Yes. 5. There you go.
Now Geert wants to dance like 3 or 4 times. That's
So far, so good.
yeah. 4-1. Yeah, that's
4-1. That's going to clean it up probably beyond all hope.
this is not looking good. But he does dance. It's just that yeah, he doesn't exactly have a four contact, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's contact to be had here.
5-1. That was still a decision. So his PR still dropped by a tiny bit. Yeah.
All right.
So for now, I can try to do this manually. Um, so this was the standing before, and now I can try to add it. Just a sec. But these are, I think, not the final PRs. So they will be rerunning everything on plus plus. It's just, yeah, in this case, so for the PR point, it's already clear who won it. And the OPR, like I said, is actually irrelevant here. But it's still good to have like the official version. I guess I will hear from them when um, I will hear from them when they start. probably like 10-15 minute break or so. Let's see. 1950. It's not your time zone. It's 15 minutes from now. Yes.
Yes, 15 minute break.
Um, yeah. So let me see. I lost that tab somewhere. Oh yeah. So it's something like, yeah, I will just add them the way they were 4.2.11. And I will just update it when I hear the exact values, but like I said, it's not too important. And sorry, it's like 5.5, 2.5, basically. So it means Michel only needs one more point. So it
Wow.
and then this is the Excel sheet now. I hope you can kind of see it. So it's make it a tiny bit bigger. So yeah, basically, so he let's say even if he just plays PR 10 from now on, but he just wins one match with like just jokers from beginning to end, then he will win the duel anyway.
So just one match win will do it for him.
One match win, yeah, one match win or one PR win. But yeah, it's backgammon, yeah, and also yeah, the PRs as well have kind of an element of chance, so you never know what can happen.
I mean, we could see another one go exactly the opposite way in the next match and then be
Yeah,
right back in it for Geert.
and then so these the OPRs I didn't update because they actually don't matter too much. Let me see if I heard. Uh, okay, 296, 301. Yeah, I think we could take a break actually. I wouldn't mind. So there's like 12 minutes from now.
Let's do it.
It's up to you, but yeah. Okay, I will mute everything and come back.
12 minutes.
welcome back. Let me see. Yeah, I'm back. Paul will probably be back in a minute or so. So the updated standings are here. So Geert is trailing in OPR by 0.5. Is when it comes into play, but because of that half a point in match 3, it's very, very unlikely that they will get to 6-6 anyway. Still, obviously, quite a good OPRs for both players. So Michel, again, just to reiterate, needs to win only one more point. So, hi, they're getting ready. Okay, let me see if I can hide this. Your, can you say something, Paul? Um, they're talking about something, analyzing, I guess. Uh, Match 2 on the way. 2 for Herd, 3 for Michel. Wait.
And 5-4, gonna hit off the 4-point.
Always hit from the mid if you can. That's a rule from.
Or 3 hits and anchors up. Very nice reply.
This time you're not gonna go to the 5-point. You probably make the 3 with 1 on from the mid. That looks like a
That
big move.
makes sense.
Okay, I need to fix the pip again. So this changes. Just a sec.
He does make the 3-point. 5-1. He'll hit off of the 5-point. And then probably just come down from the mid with the other 5, leaving yourself the 6 to cover that slotted point.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Slot in front of the anchor. That's like a trope. Also slot when your opponents are slotted. Yeah. Aces are duped in this case. But yes, indeed. And I would have no idea what to do.
Oh,
Covering
you'll
with
cover your
this.
5-point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Michel made a big blunder. What was it? Did not see it. Ah, no, it was some.
No, he hadn't made his play, I think, yet.
Yeah, I think it was something. Yeah. Well, it's got to be a cube. You have a kind of advantage everywhere, right?
Gotta be a cube. I think it's gotta be a pass
It's
here.
kind of got to be a
5s and
pass.
3s to cover the blood, aces to hit. Other
Too many
things
things
just
can go wrong,
make priming points. Sure.
or you need a lot of things to go right to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have to string together a series of, well, if this happens and if this happens, then I might be okay, then a good sign that you're not okay right now.
Yeah.
Not that it's the end all be all, but people often think about position, race, threats.
Yeah,
Your position is not great. You don't have any immediate threats, and you got three guys back to his two guys back, so seems like it should be an easy pass. Important to think about stuff when PRs is part of the format, though. I mean, it's not something you want to
yeah,
do instantly just to get it over with. I think you'll find
yeah.
the pass.
It's yeah. Every match you have, I don't, I mean, how many cube decisions? Not that many, but they can really mess up your PR. So,
Exactly.
yeah. I suppose Mark Olsen would say like every roll is a cube decision, so you have exactly as many cube decisions as checker players.
But not really, though. I know. It's good advice, but 4-1. Does he slot? Does he split? He splits.
This is a B map. This is Yeah. I complained a bit about the scoreboard. You will adjust the camera a bit, I think. But yeah, 4-3. Yeah, this is a famous one. Yeah, it looks very weird, but actually told us that this is the right move. Yep. You need. Yeah. Looks like you're
Zone.
gonna
You'll
cube no
cover
matter
with
what
twos and
happens.
fours. You'll hit. Yeah, well, double fours might say something about it.
Okay, 3-2. Yeah, this is already interesting, I guess. But hmm, you don't have that much as black, and you made
I
your
don't.
ace point, I guess.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know here. I mean, it might make sense that you'd have still a lot of blitzing opportunities because he didn't anchor up.
Hmm.
So you could just continue the blitz, but and it's close.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff where arguably it's better to cube because you're not gonna miss any more cubes. We're just talking cube
Mm-hmm.
decisions.
That's if you know that it's close, but
Yeah.
I know if it were me and I weren't looking at XG, I would say I'm not sure that it's close enough to play the practical cube. It is probably better to cube a little more aggressively in the format if you think it's close. Thinking, okay, ones and fours do good things, but they do good things on both sides of the
Yeah.
board.
Duped everything.
Yeah. Even things like 5-3, 6-3. Oh, he'll take, of course.
Yeah. You have not a lot of pointing numbers. Double three looks scary, but does it do anything? That, yeah.
Hit and make the point. Interesting.
Uh, yeah, that's
You
correct.
don't have much to do on the only move that keeps you blitzing with momentum. Here,
Trying to make it.
if you don't hit, too easy for him to just anchor up, step up. Not huge.
Oh, that's a big six.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's
two
good news too.
six.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah.
Now you don't have almost anything,
Oh,
and five
awkward.
one
You
is
can cover with the
very
five, but then the
frustrating.
ace looks horrible. So what do you do instead? I think I might just run out.
Yeah, Apparently, it's still correct to play this ugly move, just leaving 2 blood. But yeah,
Wow. I'm surprised. Looks like it wasn't an error to just run out.
no, no, it was close.
It
15 or
won
so.
3.
Well, I mean,
I think you'd hit here and then just play the 3 on that same side of the board. But you can also bring it down from the 13.
so it's 51. It costs you 51 to play to make the 5 point. But he's thinking of looking at it with plus plus. I would have probably made the 5 point because that makes me feel like an expert. But
You got to think, you know, if you do make the 5 point, or if you did make the 5 point, how do you win from there? You're stuck on the 2 point. You can't really prime him because you've made your 2 point already. You got to get some momentum going in your favor. Take the initiative here. I think it makes sense to hit. You know, this is like a nice for the moment, but then what happens kind of play. But we'll see.
yeah, so he did make the 5 point. I think it's kind of understandable, but
It looks like it's also close. Not a blunder perhaps when it's plus plus.
yeah, apparently, yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe it's analyzing now or something. But
that's possible.
wait, we had the XG feed somewhere. The entire one. Yeah, it was yeah, not even an error. Maybe it was the right move because
So
it does say
you
like
had
0, 0, 0
3 good
everywhere.
choices there. Okay, excellent. Hmm. Can see why he's thinking about it. The board's strong. You don't want to leave too many indirects, but you also would love to make your bar point. I think I'd bring 2 down here. You do have an anchor, so you're concerned, but you're not so concerned.
It's a pretty common one, bringing down two from the mid against one checker back somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You're in good shape.
And they're not at such a volatile score where you're making big adjustments on the possibility of the flash hunts. 4-1's a little awkward, but I think that's what you have to do. You don't want to leave a shot. Double 2. You
Looks
get
nice,
very
but
creative and switch to the ace, but probably you're going to do something with the 2 outfield checkers and
well,
checkers from the.
you have to slot the bar.
Mm.
Not so easy, but on the other hand, it's maybe you're slotting the bar because you kind of have to play something with a double deuce, and the alternatives are not nice.
And when he doesn't roll a 6, wow, it works out for you. But of course, he would have been hit here. But yeah, you don't worry about that.
Yeah.
2-4 is a little awkward, but he can still play it safe. I think you just come around. Well, you're opening yourselves up to this to the sixes, but you got to get that guy out at some point, right? So when better to do it, and you don't always get it. Michel thinking about coming to the 8, which makes sense. You're down in the race already. If you get hit, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world, but might be a little too fancy. I think playing to the ace is what I would do. Yeah, that's what he does as well. 5-3 comes around and semi-safety.
5-3 would be nice for here.
Probably slot the 3. I mean, you might be thinking you'll get a shot in a moment, so maybe better not to leave blots, but I think it's better to play purely. Oh,
No,
5-3 will
looks
bring
like
2 down from the mid. Oh, well, you're not
that's
hurt.
too much, I think.
But yes, I don't think he'll do it. I think he's looking at it.
Yeah. No.
Personally, I almost always look at the one I'm probably not going to make first.
Yeah.
Just like I know what the other one is. I just want to, I don't need to look at what that looks like. I just want to see what the other one looks like just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I often see commentators ask, "What are they thinking with this?" It's
Yeah.
like, oh, they see the other thing. They're just being careful and doing their due diligence. You can play to the ace and be safe, or you can play to the 3. You leave the indirect, but gonna make it a lot easier to bring the other guys in. I think you're only leaving 3-5.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Straightforward game plan for Michel. Now I think you'll have to play to the ace. Or play to the 3, but I think you want to leave that checker on the 6. Potentially to make the 5 point, but also just to have a bigger number to play, a 5, for example. Otherwise, it's going to get very awkward. Yeah.
Six, four. Ah, the six is locked. Okay. One of the better ones.
Yes, he's very happy not to play a 6. 2-1. Just do something inside. Might be escaping with 5, so I think it makes sense to play those 2. He says, I've got bad numbers either way. Which one has fewer bad numbers?
Yeah, with 4-1, 3-1, I would have a feeling that I'm burying 2 checkers, and the other one is only burying 1. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
somebody is not
And
lazy
plus,
enough
if you
to.
roll something that clears the outer point, you'd like to be able to do it cleanly. 2-1. 6-3. You have a 3 to play, so
Mm-hmm.
happy to have that checker there to play. Or 2. I think I might clean it up there instead of leaving the blot. That's what Michel's doing. 5-2. He says, finally. Not that his troubles are completely over, because he was a little bit awkward outside. Of course, Michel's going to crack his board, so it's getting a little bit safer each
Mm-hmm.
time that happens. Would love to just escape with one of those. 2-4. We'll take a checker off.
Double six.
Double sixes goes with both. You have to.
Yeah, and now.
Probably just play inside to the 5. Make it easier for
Yeah,
doubles
it
to
looks like
work,
a
but it,
good place
it
to
can't
put a
be too
checker.
big a
So
deal.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
You're in dire straits either way, though. Gonna need some doubles.
yeah,
That's not one.
this is 4 checkers off now.
Double fives, get more
Oh yeah,
checkers off. Mm-hmm. Just trying to make your doubles take as many checkers off as they can. 3-1. We're running out of time to do it though. Well, that
Nice call.
helps.
Yeah,
2-1, yeah. Do that again, he says.
not quite.
Here says nope. Ooh, it's a double, but not the one you need.
Quite. It is a potential two roller. No.
It's like that.
Now there's also no more decisions. Yeah.
All right, so it'll be 6 away, 5 away. Slight lead to Geert.
Five
5-2
two.
to Michel.
Not desperate enough to play two down.
Not yet. 5-3 points.
3-2 does not anchor, but probably just play something with your back checkers. I don't know.
Well, you already split, which I think makes sense to come down from the midpoint there. It's often right to, splitting further when you're already split often doesn't give you anything extra. So if you've got something good to do with the other number, makes sense. 6-1 here. Gonna go for it.
Yeah, hitting the
Wipe two
stronger
out.
board.
Mm-hmm. Only enters with one, but it's a hitter.
Oh, that's nice.
2-5. He's thinking, do I want to continue this? I don't have a lot of ammunition.
I would cover for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's like it would be a 200 blunder to hit.
Yeah, there's no way to make that blitz work with that many checkers. 2-1, anchors up. 4-2 probably makes the 4-point here. Don't see much else you can do.
Yeah, and it's also not that bad.
Not like you're anxious to get up next to those giant stacks that are waiting to point on you.
And you don't mind getting hit that much. You get plenty of returns. But
You get plenty of returns. You'll get more numbers to anchor. You'll have the better board, so if you get in a hitting contest,
mm-hmm.
you're happy about it. 3-point board
Oh
or
yeah,
1-point board.
it was almost a blunder. This one, yeah, 60 something.
Hmm. Well, maybe not. There's some change there. I'm not sure. We're getting
It's strange. Yeah, it was a.
might have been on a different level of analysis.
I don't know.
The other, let's see, 4-3 could be aggressive here.
The
Just
double
thinking
next.
whether he wants to hit on the two or hit on the. I think it makes sense to hit on the two there, right? Because then you have sixes to cover with
Yeah,
the two. You hit on the ace, you don't have that immediate cover.
and
And
it's always
fives are already covering from. But you do only have one blot, so
yeah.
there's something to be said for hitting on the ace too.
Sometimes that
And
is
double fours.
like a tempo hit that means you have a more chance of covering your 5 point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, double four, it's all blocked. That's
So
sad.
yeah, he's got two of them still to play though. He came in with two of them, and then I think he'll make the four.
Yeah, might as well. There's this principle that it's better to make a new asset than to move an old one, but I don't know if it applies.
So I'm not sure what the the thinking was there, but Lord knows I've made bigger blunders. 2-1, I'll hit on the ace. I think he's going to have to step up with one of the back two, but which one? I think I'd step up from the 24 to the 22. More numbers that
Mm.
escape, but maybe better just to do that. I'd be a little bit worried about getting stuck for a second. Doesn't seem like too big a difference either way.
To dance. Still very messy position for both sides.
Oh, it did.
But this
Here's
will.
cleaning it up nicely, putting putting checkers on. Yeah.
You can try
So
to send another checker back. And
I send a cube over, but is it too good? You're staring at another blot. I think it probably is. Oh no, he
could be
missed
too
it.
good, but
He
yeah,
missed it.
apparently, yeah. It was a blunder not to cube, apparently, but
Yep.
didn't see the analysis. I can just see that it was a blunder. It's a 130, 100 something, yeah. Ah, yeah, so 87 blunder, and it
Mm-hmm.
would have been a pass. Yeah. I know, that's now, yeah. And it would have been a take, yeah, it would have been a take before, and it was a 100 cube, and now it's a 87 millipoint cube. But maybe he is playing
He's
for
gonna
too
roll
good.
on. I think he is playing for too good.
Yeah.
He can make that point, but he can also hit the other blot if
It's
I'm
gonna
seeing
be too good
the
after
checkers
this, but
correctly.
yeah.
Let's see.
And this is okay. Now it's
Yeah.
now it's definitely too good.
Yeah, now you just keep going.
Oh,
And
he was
now
not
he
playing for too good.
cubes. That is a confusing series.
Yes,
Yeah, Michel feels like he got away with one there.
maybe a bit flustered by the score or something. The duel is not going that well, but I don't know.
Not sure.
I mean, last weekend I made a 800 cube blunder, so I'm not immune to these. So
Who hasn't?
6-3. Yeah, you just do your best to keep your chances of making your bar and stopping your opponent from 6-1. Just
Just keep hitting.
just keep hitting. Yeah, there was this Julius High lecture about the point of interest or something, like where the battle is happening. So in this game, it's pretty obvious. Apparently, there's this battle.
Julius, a military veteran who's got quite a few apt metaphors for
Yeah,
backgammon
exactly. Yeah.
as warfare, which
Yes.
it is.
Now, so Geert won the battle for the 18 point, which is I feel like people are kind of underrated. It's extremely good thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
2-1 Geert. Again, getting pretty low on time. I mean, it's not bad yet, but 450 for it's just you're not halfway through the match normally. Do you anchor up here? No, you could. It's not too bad, but
I I certainly do, but I'm
you're supposed to
it's
hit plus plus.
we haven't got the plus plus analysis on that yet, so
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
we'll have to see where it is relative. Yeah, it makes sense also.
yeah.
And if you are doing that, I think probably playing one of the back checkers makes sense. That's
We
the
still don't
two.
know. It's okay.
definitely an error.
And I believe so. Of course, I'm not there. Um, but I don't know if they do it in a different way in the knockout phase. But at least that's what they did in the quarterfinals. At least like we had
Mhm.
big differences already, and people just played. And Geert needs it for his BMAP anyway. So
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
he
gonna say. That might be a part of it.
yeah he reported that he will submit 3 matches. So he will submit 3 matches. Uh, um,
Chaba, were you playing in this tournament in the earlier rounds?
Yes, I did. So the top,
How far did you make it?
well, the top 8 people made it to the playoff, and I finished ninth. So that was,
Ugh, right
yeah,
on the
they had
bubble.
kind of like a regular season, and then you got
That's
points, and yeah, but
that's exactly what happened to me in the San Antonio very well against Michi in the first round of the playoffs. Little tough to beat him in a PR format over several matches. He did end up winning that competition, just playing lights out the entire time.
so
Duel
right now the
6 is
PR
making
is
it look
looking
easy.
very good for Michel, so he might be able to clinch the duel in this one, but of course, yeah, you don't know. Geert's PR will almost surely go down, and then Michel's could go up. So. Yeah, it's just the holding game stuff. Nothing too bad about your position. So at 29, you just cube. Like, I've seen positions where you have a very big lead, but you're already kind of crunched, and you're supposed to not cube against the 18-point anchor. But this is definitely not one of those. So if you're like almost guaranteed to leave a shot at next roll, you might as well not cube. But yeah, you have spares on the 6, on the 4. You can usually clear the 10.
I'm just so far ahead in the race here too.
Yeah. This is yeah we're doing Europe stuff, so no dice on
Yes,
checkers.
no dice on checkers.
I personally like it, the dice on checkers, but yeah, I've also
I
seen
do too,
people.
but that's my American exceptionalism shown.
Yeah,
I think it works just fine either way.
yeah,
Always got to check and make sure which it is before a tournament starts. We do play some that way in the United States. We had a was
yeah. Every now and then
directed
you have
by
a dispute because was it really flat or not, or is it leaning on the? And suddenly you have some tiny gammon chances.
yeah, might get a running game in here. I mean, it's another two up.
Yeah, this
Two
would be a
one.
really bad beat if he really wins a gammon.
Oh,
But
that tells me it's going to take a while to get all those checkers off his 6 point though.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course, if you just roll double six, then you can win it
Ones, twos,
almost.
threes, fives.
Yeah, not not likely to happen anymore. Good for their PRs though.
Absolutely. If I'm playing in a PR format or submitting for PMAB, very happy to be playing this kind of position out. Decisions, decisions, decisions.
Mark van Damme is asking who won the first match. Michel won the first match and also the PR, so Michel is now a big favorite. Um, Maybe while they're setting up the board, I can also show the score. So it's 5.5, 2.5 for Michel. And the side effect of this is, yeah, because of there was this 1/2 point, the OPR is kind of irrelevant. Anything could happen. But yeah, if you just imagine, yeah, so like one checker from the 6 point could take 2 rolls to take off, like twice 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
Yeah. 2-1 is
And some big
extremely
doubles.
powerful roll. Uh, but now is where it's actually, yeah. So just to show you, yeah, this is the current standings. So Michel won the PR battle and the match. So
Are those the final PRs?
yeah, apparently, yeah. So apparently these are actually the final PRs already. So what we're seeing here are already the final PRs. They are not rerunning with plus plus. They are running on plus plus from the get go. So.
Okay, excellent.
Uh, mm, and I guess they're on a break, short break. Now we can talk about 4-away. 4-away, very scary score. You have to queue pretty aggressively and be pretty cautious in gammonish positions.
Yeah, cubes are not quite as wild as it, you know, 4-away, 2-away,
Yeah.
4-away, 3-away, but something to adjust for a little bit when you're in a situation that's quite gammonish anyway.
Yeah, Mark is saying dangerous score for PR. It's true. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Also then, if you cube me, I can recube you also pretty aggressively. It's 33% take point. My gammon, so it's like,
Mm.
everything is pretty difficult. And that's Mark van Damme in the chat, by the way. So he's most likely in or a pretty big
Gonna
favorite to
say
make the final.
one of the other semifinalists, a favorite for
Yes.
the finals. Congratulations, Mark.
Yes. And you can see like it's a pretty
Tentative congratulations. I don't wanna jinx you.
um, it's a pretty tight knit community, especially people playing in this tournament. Like so, Paul, the other Paul, not Paul Swain, Paul van Dijken is transcribing here. Yesterday, Michel was transcribing Mark versus Paul. So it's yeah.
That's great to see.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for the transcription.
Mark said not in the final yet. No.
I see. He's worried about the jinx.
Yeah. Okay, so short break is over. 4-away, 4-away.
They're back.
6-4 is a good one. I think you make the deuce here. I think it's actually pretty important to make the deuce at this score. I would guess
Hmm,
because 7-away,
that's
7-away are
interesting.
supposed to make the deuce anyway. So at 4-away, 4-away.
It's interesting. This one's kind of my default play,
Yeah.
but you might be right.
Okay, apparently, so at least it wasn't a green move. Yeah.
Yeah.
6-4, yeah, looking to be pretty sharp.
Double four, excellent. Comes in and makes the
Yeah,
5 point.
this looks like you're really itching to cube, honestly.
And you've got
4-3,
if
3-2.
a fan here. Oh, five
Oh,
six.
yeah.
There it comes.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost thinking if it's too good or not, but it's usually not. So it is too good.
Oh,
Wow.
it's yeah, just barely. 29 millipoints, but wow, yeah.
Yeah, these are insane. These are these score-based too goods, kind of like just based on the numbers. It would not be too good for money, I think. But
You know that 4.2% below, it tells you how often your opponent would have
Yeah.
to
It's
make
not
the wrong decision,
exactly a difficult decision,
right?
I think. Or yeah.
No, but it's not worth much.
Yeah.
You got to give them the chance to make blunders sometimes. Sometimes they take.
Sometimes they do. Geert, in the meantime, is playing on GM level, but Michel is playing at super GM level.
Michel playing on deity level.
Yes. Double four now. Okay, that looks like it's probably gonna finish the game, or yeah, you just hit all, yeah.
Yeah, hit
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and unless Michel can roll an ace here, or I don't know, double three or double five, I guess. It looks like 5-4. I don't know if you can take this.
I don't think that's since he's going to be sending it. I don't think you can take this at the score.
Yeah. 4-away, 3-away. Mark Olsen calls it Gammon Go Light, as he calls several other scores, but
Yeah. 3 away, 2 away.
yes. Yeah, but it's also you're kind of thinking, so for 4-away, 2-away it's like a super clear pass, and then you're thinking, yeah, but it's not 4-away, 2-away, so am I really screwed?
Yeah. Fade the 1 or the 3. Maybe I can just anchor on the 5. And I mean, he does have a ton of wins here. You can see he's got
Yeah.
40% wins. So, it's when you do survive the blitz here, you
Yeah.
win a ton of games.
5-3 or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
4-1 you can also double like hit and cover, but yeah, that's a good pass. Yeah. 10 in the zone is too much for the score, Mark says. Yes.
And now to 3 away, 3 away. Maybe a little more comfortable.
Yeah. This is the kind of stuff where it is actually you're supposed to adjust a bit,
Sure.
but yeah, I'm not really good enough to do it, so I prefer not to adjust too much. 5-1. You just step up. There's no. Ah,
It's
fours are
not a
duped
score
if you
that's
stop.
so
Yeah,
that's so wild, but
fours are duped. Yeah,
wow, great slot.
but now you can do anchor and
Now, do
ace.
you hit 2?
Yeah. Ah, sorry. Yeah.
or do you make the 4 point and hit on the 5? I think
Four
that's
point.
probably what you ought to do. But it's fun to imagine doing the double tiger.
Yeah, double tiger is right. Good spot. Hit two.
In a dominant position if he doesn't get hit back, but he does. Double 2 is a
Very
great
strong. You
response.
just make the four.
Hit and make the 11. I think. Well, you could make the 4 as well. You're right. Maybe it is better. You do want an anchor, but he's only going to have
You're right. Yeah.
8 in the zone,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there 6 away. Any entering 6 will send that guy back. Maybe nice to make some structure there. You have time to make an anchor after this.
Yeah, you have three. It's also Marty Storer says like strength in numbers or something.
Yeah, you have so many pointing at his blot. If he doesn't cover it, you'll hit it almost certainly. And even if he does cover it, you'll anchor. So
Yeah, and the 11 is a pretty strong point. People forget.
yes, yes. Especially when your opponent's got a blot sitting on your 5 point. He'll cover, of course.
Double six. Wow.
Double 6, yes. There goes that one. Where are the other two? You can make the bar point and get that nice priming structure, but then you're not only leaving a blot on the midpoint, you're giving your opponent almost all of the outfield control, and you still have to get those guys around.
So it's like
So
slightly wrong. You're supposed to do something with your back checkers, but it still looks very attractive.
I think you'd have to come around with the back
Yeah.
checker, yeah. Probably an outfield hit here.
But it's one of these things where how bad can this be, right? To just make that
We'll see.
super nice, yeah.
You're so disconnected now, it'll be a little bit difficult to. He'll try to get some guys back out there. He's certainly gonna, unless he gets nice pointing numbers inside, he's gonna send some guys out in the outfield soon. So they're preparing for that, buttoning up his outfield position.
4-2.
Ooh,
Oh.
4-2 doesn't do it.
Let's play 8-2 or. You can still step up if you want.
You could step up with the other one, which I think makes sense.
Yeah.
Keep your builders, coverers diversified and on your prime there. 1-2 hits and steps up. Pretty nice. Yeah, no, you're ready to go. So no reason to hang back. 2-5. I think you'll send one out to the outfield from the 4,
Do your
from
best.
the 21.
Okay, it survives.
There's no reason to do anything fancy.
Huh.
Not best.
You can try to duplicate something. Just go to.
I think I might just try to minimize shots here. Maybe get to the 14 and then step up with that checker on the 23.
I thought maybe
Maybe leave it on the
15 and no, yeah.
yeah, the 15 will give you connectivity, so you could make it if you roll a 6.
Step up 15, 8, 7, 6, 5. I just like doing random stuff with 2 more aces.
A lot of them are very close here, you know.
Yeah.
But with 2 players as sharp as these two are, and in a PR format, got to think about everything like that. 6-3 hits and comes out. Entering sixes will give him return shots, and he doesn't enter at all. No.
Yeah, it's so funny. Just that 4 prime is just so strong that it's not even a double.
I think I would cube here. I mean, it's
Yeah, you will get some
you're
busts
right,
here.
but it's yeah, you know, 1 on the roof, 4 back. You can kind of imagine how it's going to play out though, where Hare will, you know, maybe make another outfield point. He'll have to get his extricate his anchor from Michel's homeboard, and in the meantime, Michel is going to enter and send guys back out. So I think it makes sense to take without too much trouble. But
That
ooh,
4
double
prime,
fives.
4 prime
Yeah,
is not that strong after all.
he said extricate my anchor. What? Like it's hard? Just roll a double 5.
You have 4 shots. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
It
oh,
was
okay.
4.
Double threes. That's a nice entering number there because you can make that 18-point anchor, get the additional contact, and then
Prime
probably
4.
just slot your 4-point. Mm-hmm.
3-2 you can point if you want. And it's better than nothing, I guess. Or you can just play with 0 shots.
Just clean up.
It was green, right? But I didn't see the right move.
Yeah, it could have been to point, or possibly just to clear the midpoint.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little bit tough to clear the midpoint now that he's got the 18-point anchor. So maybe that was the time to do it. Not sure. Double threes, easier to clear if you
Yeah,
roll some nice doubles. Now you got a very comfortable position. And lots of decisions forthcoming too. So
yeah.
I know he's not thinking about that right now, but six plays to the two. Low numbers, maybe not the worst for Michel. I mean, love to be able to hang on to those anchors for a minute. Create some trouble for black.
The anchors look scary, but you also do have a lot of spares, right? So
You have so many. Yeah, you'll have an easier time clearing than you think. Probably just play to the two here. And think about when you're getting a shot, and it's probably not next roll, so why not slot the next point instead of being awkward and making it harder to make in a second?
yeah. Do you waste your checker from the 8? Yeah, apparently you can if you want. This can give you some bad sixes, but yeah, 6-1, right? And I know 6-3 plays, yeah, so it's just 6-1. It's not too bad.
It does make it a little easier to clear when you're doubles, double two,
Hmm.
double five, double five. We won't have that odd number of checkers up there.
Well, I know the 6, I think. Or do you want to really leave?
Yeah, he may be thinking, well, it's time for me to. I can't hold on to these two anchors forever, but with the blots in board, it's possible you could leave one. It's worth thinking about.
You're supposed
Looks
to do
like
that.
that's
Or use those.
in
Oh,
this. Yeah, close the board and leave with one of them.
double 4 still played, even though it's blocked.
3 in, 5 to the ace.
Yeah.
And now Michel, assuming he rolls numbers to do it, will
Oh,
cover. Make it, oh, well, hold on. Let's see. 6. Don't think it's enough to catch up in the
no.
race entirely, but certainly not mad about it.
So this doesn't clear the 8 at least. And you still have, yeah, 6-1, six
Yeah,
four, and then you have some awkward 5s or
I think that's right, probably, just to play
mm,
to the ace and not touch the checker on the 5 point. 4-1. Yeah, you can clear that. You can see he's thinking about it, but
yeah, I wouldn't do it. It just
alternatively, just play the ace.
makes you
Yeah,
ugly
3 to 2,
ace.
2 to 1. Clearing the 6 looks like it's right by a little
Wow.
bit. It's not a wild difference either way, but more of a race.
Nice.
Yeah, There's several pips. Now we'll have a race.
That's a good.
All those. I was just about to say he's got all that wastage on his ace
Yeah.
point, and he says, "No, I don't."
No, I don't.
I was just getting ready to clean that up.
More
Double
doublets.
twos.
Six of
Yeah.
clubs. Good place for that.
Yes, I don't get any bright ideas from those double sixes. I'm still going to win this race. 5 and 2. This thing about doubles, though, they work both ways.
Yeah.
There's another set.
Pretty small now. Yeah, you have three more checkers than your opponent, so I don't think you're supposed to cube it. No. So the
Yeah,
take
he's
point
got four. He's got four rolls. Your opponent's got maybe three. You
so
know, certainly it can get awkward and take a little longer, but
the take point is higher, 24.9 should be three-way Crawford, but
mhm.
you're not supposed to cube when you're the underdog normally.
Not in a position like this. Certainly, there are a handful of
Yeah.
positions that are more volatile and involve hitting, but here he did the right thing. No. Interesting. Interesting.
How many missers? 3-1, double ace. Okay, that's not good.
Oh, got excited there
3-1,
for a
2-1,
second.
double ace, right? Yeah. And yeah,
So at least one more game, and Hertz brought his PR down. Maybe not quite to Michel's yet, but you get a complicated game or two, things could certainly switch around.
and funny enough, like now he's kind of hoping that it becomes a longer match. Like, he doesn't want to win
Yes, yes.
this round.
I want to win, but not too not too quickly.
Yeah, he just rolls like 6-5 a bunch of times and just wins the race. It's not gonna cut it. Unless Michel slips up seriously.
Of course, they don't know their PRs in the match they're
No.
playing currently, and I don't know for everyone else, but I rarely have a sense of it. I'm focused enough on playing the right moves and not always even watching my opponent's moves too closely. At least not critiquing them, maybe.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's in principle you don't quite want to blitz because gammons are worthless to you, but apparently it's just the right move because
sometimes that's the best way to win the game is
yeah.
to gammon.
So he did this more thematic one just
Mm-hmm.
because he understands the gammon value is pretty much zero.
4-6 is a little bit awkward. I think probably you're
Just jump out.
staying back for contact. Maybe. What's the pip count? I should look at that before I say anything.
It's very close apparently.
Jumping out, you'll duplicate fives, but they're already duped a little bit. You might want to come down to the bar. Play to the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess he's not playing for any gammons. So if you've got the race lead, which I think he does, you just want to preserve it.
Are supposed to slot. Nice. But they're all
Mm.
equal pretty much. And he finds it.
And it looks like a 4-2. Yeah, 4-2.
4-2, yeah.
Yeah, make the point right on top of his head. Leave that other guy for later.
Backgammon counted. Yeah, Mark is saying that yeah, the backgammon does count, so you can try to blitz and yeah. But
It's true.
I don't know what the backgammon rate is from a kind of a normal double five blitz. You get like two
I
points.
don't think it'd be too many because you're going to need more than two checkers closed out usually, unless you get very
Yeah.
lucky. So
Or you can have, yeah, I mean, one way of winning a backgammon is having a bunch of checkers on the 8.
when you've made the ace
Oh,
in the
yeah.
double five blitz,
And it's not that
Hmm,
bad.
interesting. So he has to come in with one of the twos, then he has three more, and there's a really like safe, sane looking thing to do, and then there's this, which I given with the position he's in, and the fact that he's not worried about gammons, I think this makes a lot of sense,
You're just kind of desperate
and
to
it is right.
make something happen. 2, 4.
Yeah, get those two anchors. It's going to be tough. He's made the ace point, but I mean, you got to play the game that's in front of you. I think he'd love to
Geert
come
made the
in on a
mistake a
five and
few moves
upgrade.
ago. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
notice, but
It was a double hit. They were playing so quickly, hard to catch it. 5-2. He'll come down. He's just looking to make additional points. The bar, the 5 point. I think it makes sense to come out to the bar point here. These are going to be positions where XG struggles a little bit to do it quickly and sometimes to
yeah.
get it right. All right, you got one more six. You know where you're going to put it. Yes, there you go.
This was just literally forced, right? It was,
Yeah,
yeah. If you only
but I
have
don't think
four.
it's all that bad. I think you're happy to be forced into that position,
Yeah,
especially
it's
if you
true.
can cover it here, which he does. You say that's what I was trying to do anyway.
Yeah, but
Just force my opponent to crunch, probably three, and then slot with the two. Yes.
again, if Geert knew the PR battle, he would kind of want to get hit, probably.
Yeah, nothing like a containment game after
Yeah.
a late hit to ruin a PR. That is a really important six for Michel to escape with. Give him some more timing. It might otherwise be pretty gnarly.
So you can play this safe, but you can also just do this because you're saying
Yeah, he said if I
Michel
was,
isn't.
if you're gonna hit me now.
Yeah.
Don't hit me later when your board looks better. But I
Yeah.
think you gotta do it if you're Michel.
You just do it, and
I mean, partly just for timing reasons too.
Frat
You
is
might not
saying
be able to do it in a minute, but
Michel plays like he ate XG as lunch. Okay.
all part of a balanced breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danced. Yeah, but these are super tricky to win as white, right? Like you need to bring so many checkers around and then hunt for the black checker. And
Especially when you've got that ace point made.
yeah.
Looks like they might be resetting it up. Maybe some confusion over what was played or what the roll was. They paused the clock.
Hmm.
Okay, now they're back.
The double deuce is the a new roll. Yeah. Okay. Just make the deuce
Good
point now.
decisions here because
It's just
you can come out. Yeah, make the 2 point make sense, but you also want to come out from with those back checkers. You roll a double four or something, and all of a sudden you're in bad shape.
XG is
Three
saying if
four
you made
might
the
hit on the.
ace, you can make the deuce as well.
Yeah, this looks like one of those ones where you're tempted to hit on the two. You're not going to, but okay.
Not easy.
Just keep coming. Now you need to start thinking about getting that Second back checker out.
You
Not
can
yet.
organize a tiny bit of prime as well, even. Just yeah, this is unlucky that he didn't roll a 5 or a 6.
So you know, coming in with one, and I guess to stay back, give himself a better chance to hit one that comes out. 6. Now he's hoping for a dance or two, and that is the opposite of that.
Wow.
I think probably making the ace point and then just going to the
Keeping the 5-point
3.
board, and yeah, this is now looking okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
okay.
deuce.
You know, that's something. Hey, all right.
That's something. And
Yeah, and he's probably coming out because
yeah,
your opponent's very, very awkward inside, and you want the contact.
it's not a hit. I mean, you
No.
can hit, but it's right to hit. Wow.
That's that's you
Okay.
can technically hit, and here I guess where you're facing so many shots, maybe it's right, but I certainly wouldn't be looking for that one. I mean, you don't care about getting gammon, so
No.
it's not about that, but it just seems like a tough way to win from that position when you clear the 6.
Geert still has like a minute 20. He's allowed to think a bit. The match isn't gonna
Mm-hmm.
be super long.
Yeah, no more tricky cube decisions.
Nope. That's interesting. Yeah, just you gain a lot of time if your opponent dances. So yeah, and yeah, you can cover later, and if this goes well, yeah, very
He
nice 5.
makes it. Wow, very impressive. Very
And
impressive. And a dance.
then
And an
the
ace.
ace. Yeah,
That's what he wanted to see.
the 6s are duped even. Yeah, this is now pretty much
Mm-hmm.
over. Not looking good. 5. Double
Going at 2
6 and
minutes.
double 5 still blocked, I guess.
Double 3. You can play cleanly.
2 off if you want, but you can just try to get Michel to enter as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Best to
SBR
be as safe as
difference.
you can here.
Yeah, Mark is saying
Here I'd take
congrats
2
to
off.
Michel. Yeah, it's very, very unlikely.
Yeah, unless there's some really wild swing in the analysis afterward, which if
Yeah,
they're doing it
but
as
this,
they're going, I don't think there will be.
as far as I know, this is actually the final one that we will see at the end. So, yeah, but
Oh,
it's
they're not going to play the last one.
no. I mean, they are doing plus. And yeah, now Geert will hear his PR and he will be happy, but then maybe he will hear Michel's. And yeah, Michel is now officially in the final, I think. But I mean, I'm just a guy on the
I just saw an additional second handshake, so it looks like
yeah
that might be a hey, congratulations on getting into the finals.
5, and of course I'm pretty sure like if Geert decides not to play, then he's probably gonna be allowed. But I'm pretty sure he will play for also BMAP stuff.
Yeah, it might depend on how he's feeling. You know, sometimes you play a few matches in a row. Maybe better to quit while you're ahead playing sharp, but he played sharper that match than the previous one, and maybe he's just feeling just getting warmed up
Yeah, so
in
I
terms of
can
his PR.
try to add this. So it is already so 6.5 to Michel. These are unknown, but But as mentioned, so
And let's
now
see,
for sure the figures hasn't. Sorry,
local time there is 9
it's
p.m.
9 p.m. Yes, yes.
Yes, could
Mm.
factor into it too.
And we also have this window of 3 weeks where actually everything is even like the time difference is even larger because we don't have DST yet and you guys have it.
Yes, we like to spring forward as early as we can.
Yeah, I mean I don't
Not in
mind.
every state. Strangely, there are some states that don't participate. Some states that
Yeah.
half the state participates and others don't.
Ah, they changed it actually. Okay, so actually apparently it's maybe it was catching up somehow. So it's 3.1 and 1 point and
Yeah, I
3.
see some deeper analysis running here.
Ah, okay, yeah. So it's sometimes it's plus plus, sometimes it's not. Okay, I will
Which
do
makes
so.
sense. They had at least one back game in there. I think it's best
Yeah.
to run it deep.
So I think I'm gonna go on a break as well. So 12 minutes, and then yeah,
Yep, let's do it.
yeah. See
I
you
will see
there.
you back here.
Yeah. I will slowly come back. Let me see. Yeah, now I should be here. Will probably be back in a moment. So this third match, or sixth match from the series, is a formality. Michel is already in the final. But Geert is playing also for BMAP, and the rules say that yeah, you have to play every duel until the end. I hope that both players can focus. Like it can be tricky. Yeah, you already know like this tension is gone kind of, but you still want to do your best. Let me hide the Excel or. So obviously the PRs are quite nice so far. So this is including the first three matches. Overall, like way below Grandmaster level. So way better than Grandmaster level.
3.27, 2.64
Yeah,
average for
it's
Michel.
insane. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. He will. If he
Hard to
keeps.
believe he's only an M1 given
Yeah,
those results.
yeah. And unfortunately, the way BMAP works, I'm pretty sure you know this, but yeah, that this will not count for Michel's BMAP. It will only count for Geert's.
Because he's not declared it, or
It is. He's not declared. Yeah, he's not doing individual submissions.
ah,
He did play a BMAP last weekend, but it did not go well for him. I think he was above 5. I think mine
hmm.
was even worse, but that doesn't matter.
I'm
It's
jealous of the proximity you have to all these good
yeah,
BMAP events.
yeah. I can go to
Uh,
Germany, France, England. It's just super easy.
Very easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Switzerland in June. So
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
yeah, also just yeah, 6 hours by train. It's totally doable. 4-1, you hit 2. It's a famous one. Yeah, people do a lot of these hitting 2s, but this is one of the few ones which is actually correct. So 4-1 you hit 2, but
Yes,
you wouldn't hit with like 3-2, for example. People just hit because it feels right, but it's not.
we'll
Yeah,
keep the blitz going.
keep the blitz going. Yes. You made your ace point. This is 5-3. I thought it was somehow a 5-1 or something, but no.
Yeah, not yet. Get in the zone. Nobody's on the bar. You have a blunt.
4-2, you can make 2 points.
Looks like a make 2 points kind of play. You're still out
Yeah, and whenever your opponent
better.
has kind of this 5-5-ish position, then you have a giant bonus to anchor up and kind of laugh in his face a bit, like, where's your blitz
Mhm.
now? And just these deep points will be like a weakness for a very long time. In the,
I think you just come around here. I mean, I don't see any
looks like.
compelling reason to do anything different. If he's gonna hit, make him hit off that anchor that he's so happy to have. Double threes is nice.
The bar,
Four's
run
just
out.
gonna make the bar, I
Bar,
think.
yeah.
Too
Go to
many
hand
shots
stack,
running out.
clean up blots, block the, the anchor a tiny bit.
Yes.
A lot of good things.
It's
Yeah,
too
it's
too many good things to do anything else.
yeah, but I mean, you're not really threatening that much as black, so
Is he thinking about cubing?
yep. But
Hmm. Not sure why. You just make the point.
I was thinking of clearing the 9, but it's a bit fake, I think.
Mm, I like that too, though. Ooh. Feels a little awkward.
BR0. So far, it's they're tied, just like last time. But
You just have to play to the 2 here and come in.
yeah,
You're hoping for a 6, but something that'll allow you to run past those points on the 8 and 9 of the opponent's side. It's not pretty, but it's safe.
again, looking at the cube. I think, yeah. I mean,
Still
with
seems
this
early to
racing
me with
deficit,
the
with this
yeah.
racing deficit, you need a very good reason to cube. I think. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what your market losers are here, besides big obvious doubles and things.
Yeah.
Now you might clear the 9, break the 9.
Correct. You could clear it.
Yeah, I might have thought about clearing it there. But...
Here
All
goes
right, now
nothing.
you get to run out. Yep.
Let's see.
Close your eyes and pray. You do
Nope,
get hit, but
not yet.
some return shots.
Yeah,
4, 5, 4, 6.
yeah. But this would have been a
Might be
big
better
blind.
to enter low though and give yourself a better chance to come out without getting hit because you come in on the
Yeah.
4 and don't hit back. It's
Six.
pretty
Okay,
tough,
now
but
this is a cube.
that's got to be one now.
And can you take this? Because it's only 4 pips up now. You kind of wasted some of your. I don't. Yeah. No
You
way.
cannot.
You're just constantly getting down. Yeah. It's.
Yeah, just so many gammons there. Four three, I think we'll play off the midpoint with the 4,
Yeah, and then you can
and
take
then
this.
3. I think you could do the reverse, but
Hmm.
a
And this way you're duping twos or something. Kind of. Like
little
this way
bit
you're
here.
also
You're
duping
duping
threes then.
threes. Yeah, between the two, you generally rather have your blot on the 9 point over the 10 points. Better for building.
Yeah. But I never really know
Better
because
better
sometimes
for not having that happen to you.
sometimes actually really cares about which builder and sometimes it doesn't and I don't know why because it always feels like a better builder. It depends on the exact numbers.
That's interesting. Coming out to the 18, a little bit of a distraction play there, but
5.
could have done something a little better. Make the 5. Not afraid of getting hit here.
Ah,
All right.
Michel had 2 errors.
I don't think they were big ones, but it's early enough in
Ah,
the
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the match where it amplifies them.
Ah, stepping out to the 18 was wrong.
Yep.
3-1, you make a point? Or do you try to just hit because it's a blitzy stuff? You can clear your 8.
This is 3-1 for black. Yes.
Yeah.
You
Ah,
don't.
no, sorry, he
No,
was
he's
just
he's
thinking of
he's
cubing.
thinking about the cube. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Well, he could also make a point there, but he's ready to hit. Could have thought about making the 3. I think this makes sense.
Oh, this was wrong.
Wonder if it was making the 3.
Oh, it was a
4, 6.
146.
Ooh.
I did not see the answer, but yeah, let me
And
see.
hit loose on the 4. I think almost certainly it would have preferred making the 3 point. That must
No.
be the better play.
Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be
Four
the second
one
best play.
hits.
The alternative, it just wasn't clear to me that it's that much stronger.
No, Worth thinking about, though. He played it relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
plenty
it's
of time to grind the PR down.
and here
Dance
it comes.
there. Yeah.
But here it doesn't. Oh, it's not quite. Yeah, I mean you have three back. Yeah, it's true. You have three back. Tiny lead in the match. Not threatening that much, I guess, but it's super tempting. Like I would have sent this in a second.
Hmm. I notice several of your numbers to point on him or hit loose on the, or also the numbers you need to
Yeah,
make your anchor on the other side. And you're pretty stripped in the outfield.
not flexible enough. Mark says yes. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, yeah. This would be, I guess, a cube if you had five, four on the six and three on the five, not five and two. Much scarier.
Equal, three back, equal board strength. Obviously, you have the initiative and some really good big numbers, but
He's gonna ship it. Yeah, was my first instinct. So Michel is thinking.
at a certain point in the thinking, you start to think, well, maybe it's a good cube either way. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
It takes him that long to think about it. There's some chance that he might drop it.
yeah. I
Then
used
again,
to.
he could be thinking about what he's going to do when he gets home and what wine he's
I
going to
used
pour
to find
himself a
it very
glass of.
annoying when my opponent just like insta took my cubes. Like I thought like, oh yeah, this are like very intimidating. Like I probably was a big blunder.
Makes you feel like you did something silly. Yeah,
Yeah,
they could just be on tilt though. Yeah.
yeah. For
Oh,
okay,
one
well
four. I mean,
that's
he's
something.
happy to anchor, but would have preferred something better.
Yeah, 6 to 4,
Here,
I guess is the. Ah, okay,
I
he's
think
trying to.
run out. Yeah, gonna run out and
I like
anchor
six
up.
to
That
four.
seems
I don't
pretty
know.
good.
Maybe one.
Yeah, just to give you more numbers to make the inner points.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you might have been thinking about running out all the way as well.
it was green, but I don't know what the correct move was.
Now I think you might get a 6 to 4.
It's better late than never. And the 6-2 now makes the point if it comes. Oh, Ray Fogerland.
2 6 gets a return.
And suddenly this position isn't that good anymore.
I still wouldn't trade places with the opponent though.
Not exactly. It
So
can make a
two
little anchor.
five makes
Is
that
this
outside anchor. Yeah,
we were talking about this?
must be right.
Does it count as an anchor or not?
I think it does. It's an unusual anchor, but serves the most of the same functions except for the stopping you from getting blitzed one. But the bar point anchor
Yeah.
doesn't do that either.
Yeah, but some people argue that too, actually. It's just that the 17 anchor is very uncommon because normally you have your opponent has a
Yeah,
pointer.
yeah. It's like when you make the 6 point in your opponent's homeboard.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
this
the
doesn't
the
happen.
diamond
What do I do here? Yeah,
diamond anchor, yeah, diamond point.
the diamond point. I haven't heard that. I like it.
Yeah, I heard it from someone. It's
4-2. Just make the four. I mean, there's not a
uh,
lot else that seems super constructive.
Mark van Damme said he should have made that, but I didn't see what. He press send too fast. 4-2.
The
Jump out. Oh, the 6-1 was a mistake. Yeah, he should have made the 6 point. The 3 point. Yeah, that was a blunder.
Oh, I don't even know if I saw that play. Yeah.
Uh,
It's a rocky early game. This will be a blunder as well, but I understand making it. I think I would make it too. Five, four.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
looks like
four to the ace. I think is a good look, but you could, yeah. It looks like they want to just slot the 9 point. If you don't get hit, you make it. It looks so dangerous with your opponent having the 4 point board, but where do you go from here? You keep counting on, well, I'm going to run out my backman, but when you
yeah.
don't get the numbers to do that, it starts to get awkward. You start to do things like this. Good play.
Found the play.
Good play. 4-1 hits. There's the ace, and you roll a 4 to cover that point on the 9. Make a nice little priming structure.
Almost a six
Great.
prime. Wow.
The 1-4 is a little awkward here. I mean, it's a lot awkward, let's be
Super
honest.
awkward, yeah.
Yeah. I
And is that a
don't
cube
think
or
I'd be inclined to break my midpoint. I think I'd play that.
am I going crazy? Or could you think of cubing this? Okay, yeah, it's not that crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
Because you're
That can
it's
hit, but
yeah, Marx is close to
maybe you
recube, I
hit.
guess, yeah. It's
I'm
yeah,
not.
I was also
I'm not
thinking
sure
because
if
you're
you hit
behind.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duel.
you are behind. But
You're supposed to hit, but it's not an easy hit.
yeah, I think this feels pretty good too. Hitting leaves so many return shots.
I guess your
This
your
gets you closer to a few of your goals here.
like your prime is strong, but if you don't hit, you're gonna be in danger of crunching it. Kind of like you're gonna be
Mm,
under a lot of pressure. You know? And if you just play like this, at least, yeah, it will be take ages for here to come around with all the checkers. Mm.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah. Mark says like if you're missed, it's game over. Yeah. Looking at this one, which is it's not a it's like half a blunder.
Mm,
A 13 to 10 is a double blunder.
mm,
Don't do that.
yeah, I don't think you'd want to do any other ace. I mean, you want to if you're going to play the ace, you want
Yeah.
to connect it with that
Hey, it's unclear what
anchor
your
quasi
yeah
anchor.
exactly like what are
Yeah,
you
what's
hitting
your
for?
what's your motivation for doing anything else?
Yeah. You're trying to look for the ace
Just
that has the
keep
most upside, or at least
duplicating fours a little bit, maybe, but no, I don't see any reason to do this, and I don't think he'll do it.
yeah.
But he knows it's a big situation, so he's taking his time, which I always appreciate as someone who is in time trouble in almost every
Yeah.
match. He keeps going back to these two. I think that is what he's deciding between, and he's right to be deciding between those two.
At least he knows what to do with the deuce.
Yes.
Mm, good
And he
play.
finds the right play, which shouldn't surprise us at this point, I guess.
Mark says, I think he's gonna find it. He did.
And he gets hit back for his trouble and dances.
Dances. Oof.
So Mark's got some mobility. Sorry, Mark. Geert has some mobility here because he's got a five to play.
I think the
He
five
can. He's
best.
going to come out. Yeah, of course.
4-point
And
board.
now he'll have.
Dance half the time. Apparently 13-10 is the correct ace. It's for you're duping aces or something. You're tripling aces.
Hmm.
And yeah, if you stay on the 18, you have a chance of making it next roll. So just try to exit
Yeah, that'll be a
before
nice
you win it.
bridge for getting the other checkers out if you can make it. Whereas if you come forward, I guess with the six, you'd be hitting.
Yeah,
Here you're hitting with fours and
three
aces.
stragglers. They will really appreciate the help.
Not wrong by much to come out to the 15 if he does.
No, I mean that's kind of the instinctive play.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to get fresh air with one of the back guys that I'm just like, yeah, let's take him as far as he
Yeah,
goes. You
yeah,
know,
definitely.
let's get out there. Maybe start making some blocking points if we need to. Obviously,
Yeah.
get hitters too, but
And often when you're going for connectivity, it's actually bad because of the double hits or something. But here you don't have any, so still thinking.
as much as Michel doesn't want to get more checkers sent back, obviously, it's nice that he's got such a good structure on his side of the board. Just to, if you do dance, you're gonna hit. You get to just stay there and let that do its work. All right, he enters and cleans up just a little bit. 6-2. Yeah, he's making that 18 point, like you mentioned. Give him somewhere to play from.
6-2.
6-2 is
Not
strong. Just
super
come
high
out.
overall. Yeah.
Just come out. Yeah. What else? If not now, when?
Yeah. It's a very equal game right now.
Yeah.
Kind of game that would be probably bad for my PR because I never know which points to make and which to clear and so on. But probably not bad for their PRs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's tricky to figure out when to leave and where to leave the blocks that you sometimes have to leave. For example, I think I probably would have stepped up there and
Mm-hmm.
gotten punished for it. Yeah, you do have to go. That's the only one you can go with there. I guess you could come out with two, but here you got some duplication.
It's a bit of glare right now, but you can still see it. It's a tiny redouble. Okay. Yeah, still some gammons. Yeah, Mart says recube. Yep. Mark, no, this. Immediately sees this 30 millipoint recubes.
4-2.
4-2.
I mean, you hit and then clean up, but you hate to give up your nice structure, but what's the alternative?
Yeah, you also have to roll to place it. Yeah,
I
that's the
guess that's
alternative.
that's the alternative.
But once you see that alternative, you
But it's like, come on,
yeah.
can't just let them dictate everything.
Oh, well, there were a bunch of shots, but
Comes back in. Oh, 1 and a 5.
placed. Yeah,
Oh, that's awkward.
that's. I mean, that's the five. You're not gonna place
You'd
the
rather
four.
you'd rather not come in at all.
Yeah, double hit.
And there's double hit.
Yikes. Okay, this could be. Yeah.
Lots of smiley faces in the XG feed
At
for
least, at
those
least.
last couple of rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, four
yeah.
three. I think you got to come up with one of them.
At least Michel didn't recube, I guess, for his sake.
Oh yeah, he's very happy now to miss that
Yes.
small cube.
Oh, yikes. What percent gammon's like 50? I don't know. Oh, double two.
130.
Never mind.
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about a double two. What a sick roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
this is
allowed to say it.
wonderful.
We're commentating. We're yeah, not the
I
players.
didn't want to jinx
Yeah.
it. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how they feel, but as someone watching it, as a viewer, as a commentator, this is what I want to see. Now it's
Uh,
getting exciting. Double five, you're coming out with the checkers from the 23. Take him to the midpoint. Yeah, why
Marcus
not?
saying not so
No
happy
reason
anymore that
to.
he didn't recube. Yeah, I mean he's not quite a favorite yet, but yeah, definitely the double two helped. Yeah, looks like a weird. Some useful holding in with the ace and the seven. Like it's
Yeah, you end up in this position a lot, but not where you have the 24 point made.
yeah, yeah,
Five
yeah, exactly.
three. Looks like your usual
Yeah.
midpoint bar point standoff. And then
Oh, I want to hit
five
as well.
three. There we go. Nice and safe.
The eight away contact is not as good as the six away, unfortunately. But you'll probably get a fly shot or two. You make the ace. Do you make the ace? Ah, he leaves the shot now with the blood there. Yeah,
Mhm.
four shots. Not this one.
And 2 points worth of entertainment out of it.
Yes.
3-1. I think we'll take one off and just redistribute. 6-4. Gotta go. Cover the ace. Yes.
Nice.
I'm not winning the race anyway, so don't want to get gammon though, and that's back on the table for the moment if he points on him, which I think he probably will.
Probably, but
I'd love to
even if
come in
you're,
quickly.
let's say you close him out, it's still not that many guns, I guess. I don't know, 10, 12% or
No,
so.
maybe 15 something now.
15, yeah.
But it does get awkward, and it's gotten awkward now. If he can get that hit, which
Oh,
he does,
four off. It is a
completely
three cube.
turns it
Nice.
around. He'll recube it.
Ah, you can get checker decisions, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not going to be a big deal either way because you can always recube
But
it later.
I don't know if those checker decisions count because they all have the same eval.
Do
Maybe
they?
they
I
don't.
mean, if we played something silly and broke the board with a
Ah,
small
it's true.
number,
Of course. Yeah, 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 yeah,
that would
yeah.
be worse, right? I mean, I don't know exactly the settings, but
No, yeah, you could just play 6 to 4. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. It's not like it's just looking at the top five moves if there's a difference. Yeah, You can just roll here again, I think.
And I mean, you do, assuming you're not holding out, maybe to stop from giving your opponent such
Hmm.
an easy cube decision.
Yeah. So now this one, for example, is probably not a decision. But now, do
Yeah,
you cube this? Yeah, you need
yeah.
to cube. You have some awkward number, 6 5, double 5 double 6. And it's a big pass, I would guess. I don't know. Normally
It
it's
seems an easy pass to me. I would still think about it if I were in this position, though.
big passes, good. His PR went down, so that's good.
Yes.
2-1. Slowly getting to the end of this duel. 6-3 for Geert. You know this one. And
6-3 hits.
this is a good reference. 6-3, 6-3. You hit in the outfield. Don't hit on your bar point. I learned this
Yes.
the hard way a few years ago.
How many times did it take?
Uh, yeah, probably I once with 6-3, once with 5-4, once with double three.
A lot on the.
Took a few. Yeah. You're a bit frozen, but uh, I will try to commentate by myself for a moment. Paul is 3-2 cleans up. Ah, you're back? Maybe 2-1. Do you just slot on the 5 because you don't? No, you don't. Yeah, just unstack both a bit. Ah, hey,
Sorry if you lost me there for a second.
it's okay. 6-4 making the bar. Michel is trying to come out. 5-3, you probably make the point. Jumping out doesn't seem that urgent, but they break even. Yeah, but with all those weird checkers on the 8, you wanna do something.
If you get the chance to use them efficiently, you should. 4-2. Easy.
Or now you
Four
jump out.
five will jump out. Yep. Hope to fade the 3.
Oh,
Nope.
that's a
Not
lot of
only do
threes.
you get hit with the 3, it's a lot of threes. All the threes.
All the threes okay, that's pretty
I think
close.
I would. I think I would cube here too.
It's
Seems an easy take because Misha can, come in and just run back out and be right back in the race. He doesn't have a ton of builders pointed at the inner board, but
and you can always just run out and just hope that Geert leaves a bunch of shots on your bar point. So
hmm yeah, it's not. It's not gonna be super easy for here to get around. I've said that before, and then he's just rolled
but
the
also yeah,
absolute nuts. But
you just get closed out sometimes, and then it's very easy to to come around. So.
yeah, you can take your time then.
Or one of these, yeah, four. He makes 4 or 5 points, then you keep dancing, and then you just go for it. But yeah, Michel isn't sure, or at least he's just making sure that it's a take.
I would guess he's counting the race. That's what I'd be doing, just to
Uh,
double check that it's what he thinks it is. Not sure if he's someone who keeps a running pip count or not. Oh,
Pass.
he has
Wow.
passed.
Okay. This was the first big blunder
Hmm.
that Michel did today, I think.
Yeah, he
Uh,
had a small one earlier in this match, but it wasn't a big one. That's the first
no,
big one I've seen from him all day.
400. Yeah. I mean, anything that's like kind of double digits is like just for me, it's like not worth mentioning. So at their level, there it's
I
pretty
feel
easy
you.
for
I
me.
feel you.
Yeah.
That's that Master 2 and Master 3 life.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, all right, it wasn't a 200 blunder, it was only an 80 blunder.
But I've seen even Dirk Schiemann was watching, was analyzing his match, and he had some 100 take blunder, and he said like, yeah, these happen. It's fine.
It does. It does. And when you do, do that, and then you don't make another blunder for the next 1,000 moves that you play, and so it evens out.
Yeah, Mark said it didn't seem such an easy take to me too. Okay, so yeah, Michel saw something
All the
there.
more reason. All the more reason to cube, right? We were
Yeah,
saying it's a sort of borderline. Yeah, there are others ones that look scary. I can see the scariness on that one, but
yeah. I think it's you have this whole debate on how many do you have in the zone. You had the people on the 10. Are they in the zone or not?
yeah,
Because they were not bearing in on anything.
I would say no. I mean, I would say no for the way I think about it because they're not directly aiming at points he wants
Yeah.
to make. Um,
But then that kind of changes it because it's either 10 or 12 in the zone.
and the position around them matters a lot too. I mean, it's nothing formal or scientific, but I kind of imagine how the next just handful of
Yeah.
rolls are going to go. Even if I dance, my opponent's just bringing in a couple of checkers unless he rolled some
Hmm.
particular doubles or one particular non-double. He's not making new points. And I think, oh, I can in any of those rolls, I'm a favorite to enter, and then I got a chance to just hop out or get my regular counterplay going.
Hmm.
So it's sort of like visualizing what's going to happen over the next
Just
couple of
easy stuff.
sequences. I guess, yeah. I think it is similar. I read some of his book, but not all of it. It feels more like XG stuff to me. If you ever watch XG like play itself,
Ah, yeah.
or just watch it play you, as you're playing it, and you get a sense for how long
So
things
this was
take,
a
how
small
long
mistake. You were
positions take to
supposed to
develop.
hit from the anchor and go to the mid. It was like kind of the perfect
Mm.
roll for that. I would have probably done that, but yeah, Michel noticed something else.
This is interesting. I can see him eyeing the hit and making the ace point, but one of those
Yeah,
ones where it looks like it's better just to make the better point.
yeah. It's often is
Try
apparently.
not to get too clever. He says, I know that's the two.
Yeah, but also
And
you're
he
gonna
gets it right.
cube some of the time, I think. Not anymore, but
Mm,
mm,
solid holding game here now. 4-3, almost certainly going to make the 5 point. 4-1, I guess you just go to the deuce.
Mark said slot the back, make five is what Michel was afraid of. I think he's talking about the previous error.
Mm.
Yeah, there was some, yeah, because he had a double hit. That's what he did instead of the single hit and leave the anchor. And yeah, so Geert was 4-1. This would be a blunder, but you don't really want to give up your 8 point. I can see it, but yeah, 90.
I mean, Michel's looking to run off that anchor
Yeah.
and get around and race, and by putting two blots deep in your board where you can't cover him, or if you do, you're leaving a bunch of gaps. That's just giving him so many more opportunities to leave and not be worried about getting closed out.
Yeah, these double aces are not the best roll, but this is the best move.
Was there a blunder there with a 4-3? I guess I missed that as well.
The 4-3, yeah. So when he played, when he left the two blots, he was supposed to clear the eight, I think.
No, I guess I'm thinking of that was the 4-1, wasn't it?
4-1, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, so the thing is, it's Michel's 4-3 right before this double one. I guess
yeah.
I was talking. I see that's the problem. Trying to think and talk at the same time.
Yeah. So he made the deuce, and he was supposed to maybe just probably just leave the anchor. No, 20 to 13. That's
Oh right, he would have had the opening just to go. Why not? Because he got those two
yeah,
blots.
yeah,
Same thing
yeah.
we were just
So
saying. I didn't even see that he missed the opportunity to do that very thing.
I saw it, but I'm always a chicken, so I usually tend to sit on my
But
anchor.
you
But
got
yeah, I can
those.
see it. You're 20
Yeah, you
points
got
ahead.
those two blots back there, and you got a nightmare board if you hit them.
Yeah.
I don't. I doubt there's many sequences where they even hit with hitting numbers there.
Oh, and Geert also made a blunder with his
I
ace.
think. Yeah,
So
Blunder City now.
it looks a bit like
I
they're
think I would be leaving my anchor now, to be honest. Like a 3-2.
uh, so it could be that they're yeah apparently you have to do it, yeah, but
Like if we got to leave the anchor. If we don't leave it soon, he's gonna have a better board. Why not leave it now? Yeah, and that was the right thing.
this was less clear than the 4-3, I think, but yeah,
I
that
think it's. I'm not saying this is why it happened there, but I know for me sometimes it's easy to fall into like an automatic mode when you're
yeah,
playing a mutual holding game. You kind of don't think about the opponent's checkers behind you that much because they're always just playing checkers over your head and behind you, and then you wait to roll big doubles like you just did.
yeah. Mark was
But
saying
then,
about the double ace from Geert, like Geert should have made the ace because then Misha is kind of yeah is under pressure.
oh, and he had been looking at making these too. I didn't
Yeah,
know that he had. I didn't know he didn't make it. Oh
he didn't.
wow,
Yeah, he
I
moved
can see now.
10-9 and 8-7 twice. So it's yeah, it looks a
No,
bit
that's
like
yeah.
yeah,
Same kind of thing. You got to think. Well, your opponent sees what.
yeah,
Then again, if you know Michel's not going to go,
yeah,
that's where the meta breaks down a little bit. It's like, well, he didn't go before. Maybe
yeah.
he's not going to go now.
It's a pass. Just no race, and also not a lot of
Yeah,
money. Yeah. Um, five away, five away. I mean, we're supposed to mention like you're supposed to take a tiny bit more, but it's also when I try to do score adjustments, it often ends in tears. So
I'm finding it helpful to adjust when it seems like a close
yeah,
call. Anyway, then think about it. But I notice if I think about it a little too much preemptively, I'm more likely to talk myself into doing something that I shouldn't do or something unusual
yeah.
that's wrong because I'm like,
Oh, he
well,
takes.
but over adjust, I guess.
He took.
Oh, he takes it.
6-1 is yeah. Do you just
Yeah, I think you just play reasonably safe like that.
Mark is saying lots of gammons in this type of position. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it was also hard to notice. Yeah, 8% gammons is okay. He keeps the mid, which was apparently wrong, or at least was a green move. That's all I can say for now.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it does look like they're having a bit of trouble focusing maybe because the duel is already
It's
done.
the duels, the pressure's off. It's late.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have the opposite. Like I've seen those duels too, where like the duel's over and then they just play extremely well.
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah, once
Yeah,
you kind of relax a little bit.
yeah. Especially so there we have like two leagues, and in like the lower leagues, I see it a lot where people just play 10 or 12, and when it really the pressure was higher, and then they just finish on a 4 or a 5, just
Yeah.
because.
Listen, I think at the lower levels, especially, often the mistakes are they're not playing loose enough or aggressively
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And so then when the pressure's off, they're like, well, I'll go for it and just do these things that seem maybe a little
yeah,
crazy for them or a little wacky, but it's the right thing to do.
yeah.
But maybe with strong players, there's more of a tendency to tighten up because they're already making those kind of
Could
correct,
be. Yeah.
aggressive plays. I don't know. It's
Mm.
probably different for different people. I find my PR is more dependent on well, a little bit on what kind of game it is and whether I'm familiar with the positions, but also just a lot on how late is it? Am I
Fatigue.
tired? Did I eat?
Yeah. Oh, I
How
see a
comfortable
lot.
is the chair?
Just also just hydration. Like my brain isn't working
Oh,
well.
for sure. I'm
Five
terrible about
two.
that too.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's hope Michel doesn't. 4-2. You just plays. Can save a
Yeah,
4.
play inside, save the four.
Yeah.
Five,
Yeah. The
three.
double three I didn't get why he cleared the 6, and apparently it was a mistake
Yeah,
because it just looks like you just leave more shots, but it looks pretty like this. Like
there's
your
the hit.
board is solid, but I don't.
Right.
It was more about keeping those, saving those, well, saving fives in this case. But
And then the recube will come, but maybe he's going to, like we said, get some additional
yeah,
decisions.
it's all, it's a free country. There is some stuff about. I think in the UBC at some point I don't know if they told you guys or that you're not supposed to do like tricks or.
We didn't get a talk about that. I do
Okay.
remember a couple of years ago in the Mochi versus Dirk final,
Yeah.
they made a kind of gentleman's agreement not to do those sort of PR things. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Just
think
play the game and
if
do it.
assuming they're not banned or anything, do them. They all count.
And I happen to think they're kind of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Just leave the checker in your opponent's home board. Why not?
Here's where you'll offer the recube.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah,
This is a bunch of numbers. I can't even
he's
count.
thinking about is it worth it for the gammon? No, it's not.
Okay, it's not a big double, so you could have rolled on, but
That'll be the one where you get punished for it, though.
yeah. 5 away, 3
I
away.
know that's not how it works, but it feels that way sometimes.
5 away, 3 away. Tricky score. Or maybe they will forget and they're just gonna play. No.
Yeah, this is one where I think of it as like a little half adjustment. Not
Yeah.
quite, just similar thing. Like I'm mostly gonna do my thing and then just be
Yeah.
just a little more aggressive
But in like a
in
yeah,
those
I mean in
edge
like gammonish
cases.
gammonish positions, you're gonna pay attention what you're taking as a
Yeah,
leader. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And also it's a bit awkward because it's also not like the leader can just never cube. Like the leader also has to cube sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like if you're up, I don't know, 2 away, 7 away, and then and you have a gammonish position, you always know like it's either too good or it's not a double, so
Right.
it's fine.
I always find it. Obviously, I'd rather be in the lead, but I always find it easier to play well from behind in those situations because you just get to be so aggressive, figuring out when you can take some of those early cubes that would
Yeah.
be just snap takes at a normal score, but are huge passes when you're in the lead. Those are tough.
the meantime,
Four
there
three. Just thinking about anchoring up, and I
they
don't
are
blame
not looking
him.
better. So, but still like
I think
five six.
I hope he finds this one here. You're looking at those builders, which just you totally neutralize pretty much if you anchor up here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you leave shots, but his offensive game just really drops off if you make this anchor.
Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I think if you think from it from your opponent's point of view, like I would hate it if my opponent anchored up, right? If he anchored here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm also thinking as black, like okay, I'm making the 9 point, and it's safetying a blot, and it's blocking a little bit, but I'm gonna have to move it in a second anyway, or at least I'm gonna be trying to make the 5 point another
Mark
4
was also saying it's a
points.
score thing. Yeah, 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 can be. Yeah, you're leading. You want an anchor.
Yeah, why get put in those gamish positions? Double five. That's nice. Thinking about making the
That
3
makes
there.
sense. You could make the 8, but no.
That's where he's coming from. One,
Anchor up. It's a
two.
strong anchor now.
Yeah, yeah. Without the 8 there,
Yeah.
happy to be there.
It's always such a cool anchor to have.
6. Five comes in.
Double two. You have too many twos for, I think.
Yeah. I think he's wondering whether he can leave a blot on the 11.
You're leaving a blot.
Oh, it's
Good for you.
interesting. Okay. Could have done the same thing, but
Just fold.
made the 11. But I
Oh.
think I would have.
Paul is a bit behind or something. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's entering the. Yeah, I can see his feed. Geert under 5 now. He's thinking, yeah, like I said, yeah, as the leader, you can't just assume that it's never a cube, but probably isn't.
Still a lot going on here, though.
Yeah, you kind of, yeah, when you're leading, you kind of want to lose your market. You just want to cash or close enough.
6-4 seems nice. I mean, you hate to leave the blot there, but uh,
Yeah, it just gives you so much
making
freedom
the
if you really
making
need
the
it.
yeah making the deuce point looks pretty good too, though. I don't know. That's a tricky one for me.
Apparently, it was correct or tight for correct.
Yeah.
6-3.
I think come down. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you give him indirect sevens and eights, but he'd have to leave his blot. You'll have a lot of return shots. His board's nothing special right now. Do it. No. I mean, I think similar. It might be worth thinking about just playing to the 8 there and then stacking 6-4 with the blot in his home board, especially. Right, another opportunity for Michel to run if he would like to. Not a favorite in the race though.
Yeah,
Probably will stay back for the contact.
this just achieves two kind of nice things. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always a good question. Like, do I have anything better to do? And then
And if you're playing backgammon, the answer is no, of course not.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I can do.
Strong agree. Yeah, commentating, of course, is better. Uh,
Commentating is a close second. Playing got to be number one.
uh,
Although some of the tough positions these two have been in, I wouldn't want to trade places with them. Yeah, Black and going, well, I'm happy that that's Michel or Geert making that decision.
okay, I know the first two,
Yeah,
and
I think I know the second two.
okay. I mean, y- you're not gonna.
What else are you doing? You're not going to break your 6 points. I think it's just
No,
you coming down with
no,
both,
yeah,
or are you leaving one there because it duplicates the aces anyway? But
and now you're thinking of the score cube. Yeah, 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 but it's just you have nothing. That's the problem, kind of. But apparently, he did miss a cube. Wow, wow, a
so I
third
think
cube.
you have to with this one. You got to come out with the 5, and then probably just lift the 1,
I
and then
can't
you just
lift
say,
with
"All
the
right, I'll
cube.
try. I'll hope he dances and try to outrace him." No,
Yeah,
apparently not, though.
now he has to cube based on the previous. Or
The only problem is now he's not going to be able to close the 3 point. That was a
yeah,
threat
that's the
last
main
time.
threat. Yeah, and then
So when he comes in with an ace or a 3, it's not just contact from the back; it's contact from the midpoint.
yeah, and also the so
Oh, it's a
he saw the
tough.
blunder to
Those are
leave the pot
tough. But
apparently. So it's
I saw that.
uh,
Probably better just to switch over to the blot and give yourself sixes
yeah.
to cover because he's already made the
Oh,
10
now he
point.
cubes. Yeah, he ran off with one. Mm, big,
Big
big,
take.
big take. But it's yeah. I mean, I guess it's just so ugly that you can't take this position seriously, kind of, and you just take. But
Mm-hmm.
and then the four prime is longer than it looks and everything. No builders for the three. So, but yeah, of course the score is a big factor. This would be a giant pass, I think, for. I know. Yeah. But a pretty clear pass for at 4 away, 2 away. And he does pass.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Mark said
I
difficult
don't want to
decisions.
just blame it on the. I was going to say I don't want to blame it on the late hour. It's because these are genuinely difficult decisions. A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these,
yeah, yeah.
especially at the score. These are not easy ones to make. And I wasn't paying attention to it till just now. But these guys are at a minute and a minute and a half on
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So hopefully they don't get too many more difficult decisions to make. But
Okay,
we've
yeah,
seen that they've been able to
yeah,
speed up when they need to.
yeah. This will save the cube for a while. Yeah, Geert with an early advantage.
Yeah, standard opening stuff.
Just run apparently. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean you didn't really have an option, but
nothing better to do. 2-5 will hit and then make
make the
the
eight
eight
point.
point.
Yeah, and again here, 3 away, 4 away. Sometimes you have to cube in gammonish positions as the leader,
Ooh,
and this is
ooh,
probably a cube. But it's not.
not yet.
Ah, not at all.
It,
What?
notice
Yeah.
Michel has his 5 point made. That
Ah,
makes
it's true.
that
Yeah.
you got to adjust in a big way for that in a blitz. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
not
Yeah.
not in a situation where you're maybe 4 away, 2 away or something, but
No. Yeah.
uh,
True. Yeah.
where you're already a little bit less excited to cue because of the score. He's got the 5 point. Better to hold off.
Yeah. You need like a big advantage. Yeah. It does seem to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess you're also just stuck on the 24. But this will start to look interesting, I guess.
Yeah, he's going to have to go for a counter prime. That's a nice number to do it with. I think
I
it's
think
going to be a
priming is
take if he
a
cubes
big,
it,
big.
but I don't know that I would be cubing in here. You
No.
still got those two guys stuck on the back, stuck in the back. Okay, run out with one of them.
Yeah. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
You're gonna come down with one of them. You're splitting with the other one? Maybe you are.
You just made a 200 blunder.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are so nasty. It's still a big big blunder to cue this, but I don't know if I could resist it. At least Geert did. Was it at the
Okay.
4 and the 4?
I'm not sure. I thought it was a 4 and a 3.
Okay. Ah, no,
I'm
it
not
was a
sure
six
why the
four. Yeah, he was
lift.
on the yeah yeah yeah.
Oh, 6-4. Okay.
He was a 6-4 before, so he was on the 11.
Doesn't want to step out into the quadruple shot, I guess. I can understand it, but what else are you doing? Gotta go at some point. You can't stay there and get primed.
And now at some point Michel will start thinking of cubing, but definitely not here. It's
Yeah, he might not be
three
too far. I mean, it's the rolls matter so much. I mean, somebody rolling
yeah.
a big double at an awkward time can just completely change things. They'll crunch, and Shao really would like to make that 8 point here. Possible. Oh, but he could make the bar, which I think is what he might do. Better to prime than to
Yeah.
attack because you're gonna have a hard time getting out. Well, I'm wrong
Shit,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't I would have made Michelle's play here, but you can see how wrong that is.
And now Geert is
Any
losing.
six he gets out.
But it can't be a cube, can it? But I've been wrong about all the cubes so far, so
Let's think. I mean, if you roll a six, you've lost your market. And if you don't roll a six,
then you build something, yeah, but
and unfortunately, Michelle's gonna have to crunch.
yeah. Still has three checkers
Yeah,
out. But yeah, you need
would
to
love
roll
to
some
roll or
one.
love to roll a one. Roll an ace if you can get one. Anything else planned? Oh, there's that ace.
Something, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's something like takes like 5.5 rolls to escape or something behind that prime. It's
you
about
might
three
be
rolls
right.
for one checker, and then you have some doublets that can help with both, I think.
1-3. Yeah, I do think you're gonna hit on the two there. No, he says no. Not sure
No, it's a
why.
blunder, yeah.
So three will hit, four will come in. Fives will, sorry, sixes will escape if you can get them.
Mm.
Okay,
So now you have at least a counter
interesting.
prime.
That's true. All it takes is 1-6, though.
Oh,
There it
there it
is.
is. Yeah, and now
And now you're
you're
playing
building
on
something.
for Gammon. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was too volatile.
Which, like you're saying, as the leader, you mentioned this earlier, like you're kind of happy to do that sometimes because
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about when you're cubing and you're going to win too. Get to
So,
Crawford.
uh,
Ooh. These are always tricky. You can't be super, super aggressive because of the board on the other side, but it feels like a hit
six.
there.
Yeah, it was a was a blunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but they're
Because you think
very
if he
volatile.
hits you on if you hit him on the ace loose and he hits you back, you think, okay, well then I'm going to have to enter on his ace point, but he's got to enter three checkers on my ace
Yeah.
point. So surely I must be a favorite in that race.
Yeah, I remember I made a giant blunder, some 400 blunder during bear off because I didn't hit loose, but the
Mm,
opponent had like three checkers on the bar, so it actually didn't matter. All that mattered was to clear that point, basically, like because that was the
clear it at all costs.
yeah, like that's the only way I was gonna lose is
No, I mean
oh
Michel
boy,
has some very good winning chances here. I mean, he's got a perfectly timed ace point game. He needs to hit the shots when he gets them, but uh,
So apparently the double deuce was also a big blunder. I wasn't paying attention.
me neither.
Geert is now on a
We're
9.
bad commentators.
Yeah, yeah, time pressure, unfortunately, and maybe a bit of
10 seconds on Hertz clock. I don't
yes,
blame him for just playing. You know,
yeah, yeah, and that's kind
got
of
the
also
overall objective in mind.
it's kind of also this it's also game of chance at that point because it depends on which move you notice first and how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No shots yet. Mm,
Hey, looking at the PRs, it's like night and day compared to the earlier matches.
yeah, they were both well under par. Michel is under 3 and for the duel, and maybe he will still stay under 3 after this. But
Yeah, play for the backgammon now.
yeah,
2-1. Why not?
okay, now he can just save
No,
the
okay.
backgammon, save the backgammon. You can still save the gammon even.
Yeah, I guess you're right. 1, 2, 3. You could do it right here, theoretically. Just needs to take that one in and then roll double fives or sixes
Double side
and not get doubles rolled right here. No.
Okay, Crawford, 4-way. Where gammons do matter.
Crawford four-way with 10 seconds on the clock
Yes.
and 53 seconds on the other side, which feels like an eternity
Yeah.
for Hertz right now. He's wishing he had that 53 seconds. How's your clock management, Chaba? Are you usually finishing
uh,
with plenty of time left, or are you going down to the
yeah, but
wire?
but to a fault. Like I really make too many blunders, so I need to slow down.
Little too quick, maybe.
Yeah, a little too quick. And every now and then, if I play in the club, I like to play with the cups because it's just fun.
Mm-hmm. Started. I started playing with cups in the first large tournament I went to, which was the Las Vegas Open in 2022, and I played about 3 matches and got in such extreme time trouble that I realized I would needed a baffle box. So luckily, Carol Joy Cole was there, and I bought a baffle box from her. And now I have several, but I hardly ever play without one now, just because even just that little bit of time it saves me is a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's every second
Over the
it's like
course of a
every
match,
move.
right?
Yeah, every
Mm-hmm.
move you gain like 2 seconds or so. It's,
5.
Mark
So
is saying if Chaba's time is under 13 minutes, he's in time trouble. Yeah, but it's also true that I sometimes start panicking if I'm down like to like 5 or so, and I'm like, why are you like?
Oh no, yeah, that's too early to start panicking.
Yeah, 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 just start panicking when you're under 1 or so. It's like in the middle of the yeah. It's the terrible terrible reflex. Yeah. And
I'm glad Mark's here to throw you under the bus.
yeah, like even if if you're down to a minute, then you can still think a few times for a few seconds. Just, you're supposed to use them.
I don't know if you experience this, but I feel like there's paradoxically sometimes I will play better when I'm in time trouble because I don't have time to overthink it.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
maybe.
most of the time the obvious play is the play. So
Yeah, I just missed the obvious play. That's the main. That's those are my biggest blunders. That I don't even see the right move until I check twice. So yeah, 4-3. Let me shout. You gotta go at some point.
I think you do.
But yeah, I guess you can go, yeah, 6-3, 24-20. Is that too disgusting?
No.
Nope.
I mean, you're going 6-3 either way. It's just,
Yeah.
are you going to have slotting four
There's
or
a good one. Yeah.
escaping four? Oh, double ace is a great one. Okay,
What is
entered.
backgammon? Nothing.
Still not usually the way we want to be setting up our ace point game.
Hmm. At least now you know you're probably not gonna leave your ace anchor too much, or you know.
Oh, I think you have to if you get a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
This
so.
year, you've got this big racing lead, or at
Ah, yeah,
least
you do. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was not watching that. Yeah.
no, now not so much.
Now you're not leaving. Yeah.
Now you're just hoping for one of those things that sometimes happens where you go,
Make the deuce and just
where
awkward bear in somehow.
I wonder because he doesn't care about getting gammon if he's thinking about making the four,
Mm.
and then hitting, but maybe not. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. They love high quality backgammon. They get very excited by it.
I had a cat here a little bit ago. So 3-1. 9 seconds. Yeah.
Yes, he absolutely cannot lose on time. I mean,
Yeah.
he can, but it would be devastating.
But to be fair, yeah, I mean, he only used like
He
one
doesn't
trick
have
in a very long time.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do here. I don't think that he'll need to think about, unless maybe he gets into some awkward bear and stuff. But it should be pretty clear, especially now that the board, Michel's board, is totally broken.
6-4. Unfortunately, you have to
Hard
leave the
to,
six in. You're
yeah.
not allowed to kill your sixes like that. Yep. Michel can still win with some timely double six and just win the race, but not that much with
Maybe an
confidence.
awkward number. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can also hit a
get a
shot
hit.
and just not really contain, just like win the race after.
Yeah, it feels like that would have to be involved here, but you never know. Because if you roll a six now and come off with one, you're gonna get pointed on.
Unless you roll two sixes.
Yeah, don't need to overthink it. 5-4 doesn't play. 4-3 clears. You know, hard to get punished when he's only got 2 points.
4-2. Yeah, you can clear
Four
a point.
two.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now it's really just double sixes or something weird. That's not it. 5-1.
6-1, 5-1.
No.
Not 6-2.
Ah, there was also
Dance on
4-1.
a double. That's true. If he wins the race from here, I will be very impressed.
Yeah. Not gonna happen, I guess. Also, the PR win is probably Michel's. Yeah. So this is the final of the semifinal, the end of the semifinal, and Michel qualifies with, I think, well, I'm gonna put some random numbers.
And do they have the schedule? When will they be playing the final? Do you know?
I don't know yet because yeah, they need to agree. Whoever's in the
Right,
yeah,
right.
and I think the semifinal is not yet agreed on, or it will be maybe next week or so. The final, the second half of the second semifinal. I will try to put some. Oh yeah. These PRs don't look that good, but they were also played for a while. Let me see if I can get.
I mean, playing, let's see, one, two, three, four, five matches as well as they did, having just one,
Yeah,
you know, non-superhuman win in there is not the worst. I think they could be really, they ought to be very, very proud of how they played.
yeah. So it's 4.5, 7.5, and I can put it on the screen a bit. You're probably gonna look at the analysis a bit.
And do we think there's a market for like soothing YouTube videos where people methodically put away backgammon boards?
Oh,
Because I
this is
feel like
amazing.
there's something there, you know. Same
Yeah.
way it's nice to watch somebody organize something. Just oh, everything's got its place. This is a new revenue stream for backgammon that we're coming up with here.
The problem is,
Show off your board.
you often have this bittersweet feeling unless you actually won the tournament. That yeah, when you're packing away your
Oh,
backgammon
that's
board,
true.
is you just got knocked out. Yeah. Uh, Mark says thank you for the stream and commenting. Yeah, thanks for joining, Mark. As you're
Thank you very much, Mark.
I don't know what your match equity is in that final. I would say 70, 75, 80%. But yeah, good luck in the second part. Thanks, Firat, for the
I I
technical
know I
support.
know Mark's commentator PR is it was very low today.
Yeah,
Excellent,
very good. Yes. Also, some stuff where we
better
weren't
than
sure
mine.
about something, and then actually it was. Uh, if Mark isn't sure, then maybe we shouldn't have been sure. But
Yeah, that's always reassuring.
yeah, thanks for everyone. Thanks for the comments, and yeah, thanks for Paul for joining from the US.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Anytime.
yeah, you will see if we can stream the final and who can commentate and whatever. But Michel will not be commentating the final, that I know, because he is in the final.
That's the only downside is you can't have Michel commentating when he's playing in it. You know, it's a shame. He's world class commentator, one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, so just in case people missed it, Geert is knocked out in the semifinal by Michel. We don't know the final OPR. Somewhere, I don't know. Why should I guess it? I guess Michel is 3.1 and Geert is. I don't know where he was, but wherever. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. I think I will close the stream. And yeah, see you around. And have a good day, Paul. I'm going to bed, but you have a long day ahead of you, I guess. So.
Yep. Now I get to the back half of it.